Hello everyone! We are back once again with more Little Busters, and immediately we're looking for a strong opponent. We're gonna do battle, or get an item, or I don't know what we're gonna do, but we're gonna do it. Give me a second, guys. Let me get all set here. And I am all set here, I think, hopefully. Seeking a strong opponent, I wander around the campus. Yeah, let's see where the butt goes today. Uh-oh, Masato appeared. Okay, Masato's gonna give me a thing. Parted with minicar. Oh no, I didn't want my minicar. Unless it's like a double thing that I have. I have a minicar and another thing. Soon after I arrived in the courtyard, I found Nishizono-san. I came to give her a compress I had promised yesterday. I knew you'd be here. She was sitting under the shadow of the Zelkova tree in the same way as yesterday. Come to think of it, I don't remember ever seeing her having lunch with anybody. Alone? As you can see, she was sitting next to her open parasol. Although some students were eating lunch in the courtyard, there was no one around her. Yeah, I see. She shook her head when I nodded. That's not it. I'm alone now that you're here, Naoi-san. I didn't understand what she meant. What brings you here? I was worried about your injury, and I promised to give you a compress. Guess it's too late now since that was yesterday, but I'm not allowed to enter the girls' dorm at night. I see. Her stony expression loosened up a bit into a smile. Give me a second, let me check. Okay, all is good. Haven't you got a bruise? Where did the ball hit you? That's sexual harassment. Eh? I said your question is sexual harassment. Sexual harassment is unwelcome attention of a sexual nature. Using one's power to proactively demand something of a sexual nature from someone in a weaker position is what I'm trying to say. Is it my body that you're aiming for? No, of course not. So are you saying I'm unattractive? No, you're very attractive, I think. What on earth am I saying? Why is she being so weird? Just kidding. Of course you are. First of all, you aren't in a position of power to threaten me. We're both students. This doesn't fit the definition of sexual harassment. Don't worry. Yeah, thanks. I'm getting caught in her pace. You're strange. I took a look at her and noticed she was rubbing her behind. It seemed like an unconscious action. The ball had hit her on the behind. Must have happened when she was trying to get up or sit down. I felt really bad about it now. The ball that I hit came flying over here into the courtyard and consequently hit Nishizono-san's butt. But while she was sitting under that tree. My batting average was bad, and I had even fewer home runs. And though I managed to hit the ball into this wide open area, somehow it still hit Nishizono-san's butt square on. The odds of this happening were just way too low. Noticed that Nishizono-san was looking at me as I was considering all this. Naoi-san staring at me like that isn't polite. Well, I'm sorry. It's not like I was just leering at her backside. Just stop. Just stop it. I gave her a compress from the first aid kit I had brought along. Thank you. That was just a small thing, but still, you still kept your promise. Yeah. We'll try to be more careful when we're playing baseball. I'll mention it to the other members. The ball simply bounced off. It's nothing too serious. You don't need to worry. I wanted to stay here a little longer, but I realized I hadn't had lunch yet. I had no time to spare. I'll leave her for now. See you again. Automatically added again. Yes, farewell. I left the courtyard and headed for the cafeteria. There were only a few students there. Masato made me a fried combo plate. Here. It was a special serving with fried food stacked as high as the plate could support. After lunch we began heading out. Now, what should we do? Well, we haven't finished looking for a roommate for Kud yet. I emailed her and arranged to meet. Let's go then! We resumed searching for a roommate. For a short breather, we went to the vending machine to buy some drinks. I took out my wallet and peered inside. Yikes, I don't have any small change. Oh, Naoi-san, what's wrong? Cood, nothing much. I just don't have any change. Ah, I see, she said and produced her coin purse from her pocket. It was a small Mazarine wallet. Wonder why she brought it. It wasn't very girly. She opened it and fished out a coin. I have a 500 yen coin today. She held onto it proudly with both hands and she showed it to me. A wallet with 500 yen coin looks rich, doesn't it? She said, turning the 500 yen coin between her thumbs and first finger to show it off. I guess so. I made a wry smile, but I couldn't understand her feelings. So,
I will present the juice to you.
Thank you. She inserted the coin. All the buttons on the vending machine blinked on. Are you sure, Cood? Yes, help yourself. Hey, Cood, you spoke Japanese just then. All right, I'll take cafe au lait.
I copy cafe au lait.
With that rather odd line, she pushed a button. A carton clattered down into the outlet. Here you are, Naoi-san. She poked the straw into the coffee and handed it to me. What should I get? She wasn't able to make a quick decision. I'll have this. She pushed a button. Why did you choose with your eyes closed? It seemed strange to me, so I asked. No particular reason, Naoi-san. But isn't it exciting to let fate decide sometimes? The cafeteria menu, for example. I don't know whether it's changed or destiny. She said, looking at me with her left eye. You buy a food ticket with your eyes closed, then? Yes, you can enjoy a thrilling meal. For example, well, something like udon soba. By the way, udon is a thick and soft wheat noodle. Max udon, power udon. Ultimate noodle. Udon soba? Udon and soba mixed together. It's like a hybrid menu, I guess. It was great. If I get the chance. For a while, we enjoyed our soft drinks. I glanced over at Cood. She was holding her juice carton with both hands and sucked noisily on the straw. Sunlight was pouring into the corridor overlooking the courtyard, and it was also shining on Cood's flaxen hair. For no particular reason, I found myself gazing at her hair. Naoi-san! What? I took the straw from my mouth, and I tossed the carton into the trash can. I was covering my embarrassment after being suddenly caught staring at her. Something the matter? Well, what? She's so short that I can see her hair from the top of her head. No, you seem to be focused on something. Was that cafe au lait bad? Olay, or whatever it's called? No, it wasn't. I was just what? It would have been a little too embarrassing to tell Cood I'd been staring at her hair, so I said nothing, showing a faint smile instead. For a farfie? Oh, really? She nodded, drinking her juice. She seemed to understand. It wasn't like she really wanted to know what I was thinking, so she continued drinking her juice, watching the view of the courtyard. Oh! And she stopped drinking. What's the matter, Cood? What do you think she's doing over there? I looked at where she pointed. A girl was standing there. It looks like she's just a normal student. There's nothing strange about her. Yes, it does, but look! The girl took a few steps, unaware that she was being watched, and then she stopped. She's moving! Of course she moves. She's alive after all. But that wasn't what she wanted to say. Naoi-san, could you wait here a minute? Sure, Cood. She gave me her unfinished juice. Cood hurried toward the girl, walking pitter-patter. She's heading over to ask the girl what she's doing. Thinking about her unending curiosity made me smile wryly again. As always, Cood was gesturing wildly as she spoke. After they exchanged a few words, Cood nodded. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Sorry it took so long, Naoi-san. She hurried back to me with her little steps. What'd you ask? What did you ask? I asked if she was stepping on something interesting. Stepping on what? The shadow stepping game. I thought she was playing that. She said, pointing at her own shadow. She'd been quite the weird one to be spending her day playing the shadow stepping game, I think. You do? I think it's quite elegant and attractive. Elegant and attractive, are you sure? What did she say? Of course I'm not, she said. Thought as much. Naoi-san, thank you. I handed back her juice. She began drinking it again. By the way, Cood, how is it? It's a strange flavor. The writing on the carton said it was tiramisu juice. Why tiramisu? Looking at it, there was one strange drink after another listed on the vending machine. What? A weird juice week? I read the sticker on the vending machine. In this lineup, Cafe Lays the odd one. I think there are bigger issues here. The vending machine next to the gym is sometimes a mystery. Mystery? We should ask around here. I suppose so. She sat down on the bench in front of the girls' dorm with a thoughtful look. What is it, Cood? Suppose my request would be a bother to anyone. Maybe a little late for that already. Don't worry, I'm sure they won't mind it, probably. Wafu! Who do you think would be the best roommate for me, Naoi-san? Saigusa-san is the only one who's given a positive response at the moment. Keep searching, Saigusa-san. Let's insist. It could be a dumb idea, but let's keep going with her. What about Saigusa-san? Saigusa-san? She did seem ready to accept the offer straight away. I hope that won't give her trouble after all. Let's go ask her at least. Wafu! She answered worriedly, and we started looking for Saigusa-san. Is there a problem? Where is she? I got a toy! Wafu! Saigusa-san caught Cood before we could find her. Hey, we've been looking for you. Me? Yeah, we wanted to discuss Cood's room sharing with you. Ah, did you decide? Could you live with me, please, Saigusa-san? Though she was being spun around, she managed to ask desperately. Oh, is that so? Okay. But I'll give you a spin 3 times a day. What, Wafu? Well, I think you've spun her enough already, Saigusa-san. Huh? She stopped spinning Cood. Well, something like that. Is that fine with you, little Cood? Cood? If it's okay with you, I'd be really happy. She replied, standing unsteadily. Okay, the deal is done. If you need help moving, let me know, Saigusa-san. I'll help you out. Yeah, I'll be counting on you then. And I'll be happy to share a room with you, little Cood. Yes, me too, yes. Though Cood was looking out a little concerned, I figured everything would turn out alright. Thinking that, I watched the 2 girls shake hands. Victory! Break time! I'm so thirsty. I began chatting with Masato just as the school bell rang. Reading a loud in modern Japanese class had made me thirsty. Oh, here, drink this. He placed a 2-liter plastic bottle on my desk with a loud thud. It looked like green tea on the outside, but there was something brown inside. What's this? A self-made muscle energy drink. No thanks. But no, hold on. Doesn't self-made muscle exerciser sound cooler? They're both fine because I'm not going to drink any. Maskuru exerciser definitely sounds cooler. See? Somehow it seems like they have some unfathomable understanding of each other. Go buy juice, Masato, wander. We'll go buy juice, I guess. Sorry, Masato. I headed for the vending machine, making my way down the corridor. On my way there, I ran into a familiar face. Komari-san. Fue? Hearing my voice, she turned around. Oh, are you going into the vending machine too, Riki-kun? Yeah. Then, let's go together. Yep, let's do it. Alright, let's go. She was cheerful and carefree as always. We took the path leading to the vending machine in front of the gym. La 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 la. She seemed so happy without any apparent reason. You sure are in high spirits, Komari-san. Yep, I love walking in the courtyard on warm days. I don't like it when it's cold. It'd be so nice if only spring could last forever. Yeah? Yep, the weather is so great, it makes me feel great too. Followed her steps as she was cheerfully walking along the pathway. That's right, Riki-kun. She turned around, walking backward now. I have an extra cup. I left it in the club room. Let's have some snacks together next time. Yeah, that's fine, but it seemed dangerous for her to keep walking that way. Settle down a bit. You're way too excited. I'm fine. And she bumped into someone coming from the opposite direction. I'm sorry. She was apologizing so strenuously that it made the other person cringe a bit. Now, it'd probably be best if you calm down a little, suggested with a sigh. She's the kind of person who'd get distracted looking at a butterfly and would fall right down the stairs. He arrived at the vending machine. Was hesitating for a bit but chose a sports drink in the end. Ah! She raised her voice looking at the plants growing by the gym. What's wrong? Dandelions. She squatted down and in front of her I saw a big white dandelion seed clock. Seemed like just about anything can catch your attention, Komari-san. I smiled a bit, watching how she tilted her head, matching the movement of the dandelion, slowly swaying in the wind. Slowly nursed my drink while watching her. Boo! Began blowing on the dandelion. It seemed like she wanted to blow its seeds into the wind. Foo foo! She tried over and over, and fwah! Hey! She collapsed and I hurried to catch hold of her. You don't need to blow so hard that you pass out. Ow! She shook her head. It's fine to be so earnest about everything, but she should really use some common sense. It'd be easier if you simply pluck them out of the flower. But that'd be a pity. Eh? I think it'd hurt if I plucked it. Really? I see. Once again she turned toward the dandelion and took a breath. And... ah! The dandelion seeds flew up into the air. They flew! She was watching them flying up in the air with a happy look on her face. She began blowing on the remaining dandelions. They flew far away with the southern wind. She watched this with a look of delight. Looking at her face, somehow I ended up smiling myself. For some reason, when she was happy, it made people around her happy as well. That's just the kind of person she is. Oi, Kamakita! On our way back to the classroom, we were stopped by the teacher of our next class. Ah, good afternoon, Sensei. Oh, I just needed someone to help me. Help you with something? I'm sorry, there's a handout I urgently need for the next class. Could you go make some copies for me? Copy it, huh? What should I do? Take on the task, give it some thought, wander. Alright, I'll do the task. Sure, I don't mind, but should I make copies for everyone in the class? It might take a while, but it's fine if you're late for class. I'm counting on you. Alright, I understand. I took the handout and the copy card from the teacher. There were about 4 pages in all. Both sides of every page, please. I sighed as he left us with those words and started walking away. Oh my, I must be short on luck today. It's fine, we'll be done in no time if we do it together. But there was only one copy card. Ah, right. With that, we could only use one copy machine. Well, let's go then. Oh, okay. The copy room was near the faculty office. Headed there along with Komari-san. A number of copiers and engraving machines were lined up there. There were also some machines I was unfamiliar with. The newspaper club or broadcasting committee members would probably know how to use them though. I inserted the copy card into the copy machine. The teacher's copy card has unlimited uses. That's awesome! As I inserted the card, unlimited appeared on the display. Copiers that students could use could also be found in the library and the school here. Huh? Isn't it Riki-kun? Hearing a voice, I turned around and there was Saigusa-san, holding a package of A4 recycled paper in her hands. Oh, Komari-san! Too. Komari-chan too. Yahoo! Yahoo! They greeted each other in a friendly manner. Saigusa-san, who often visited our classroom, had already become good friends with everyone, and it seemed like she was on good terms with Komari-san. Haru-chan, do you have some business here as well? Well, something like that. Were you asked to copy something? I ran into the dorm head earlier. Oh my, that was harsh, really harsh. Will you return past curfew again and make her angry? Well, ha ha ha. She dodged the question by laughing. I really shouldn't be doing that all the time. Of course I reflected on my actions, yep. Shuso didn't reflect on anything. Riki-kun, is that a handout for next class? Looks like that. It was needed on a short notice. The copy machine kept on spitting out sheets of paper one by one. Looks like it'll take a while, huh? I wonder, I have a feeling it will, since there are 4 pages and I need to copy both sides. I see. She set the package of paper on the bench, but she didn't show any inclination to begin working after that. Saigusa-san, won't you be late for class if you don't get started soon? Well, that's how it is, She seemed to be looking for something. Was tapping on the pocket of her uniform restlessly. What's the matter? Could it be? Yep. Don't tell me you don't have a copy card? Well, to be honest, that's just how it is. Ah! Don't ah-ha-ha me. Riki-kun or Komari-chan, can you lend me your card? I saw this coming. Ah! I don't have one, I'm sorry. No, that's not your fault. I don't have one either, we're the same. So that's why, Riki-kun, can you lend it to me for a moment? No can do. Besides, this is the teacher's card. Huh? Really? Do you have your student's card on you? Well, sure I do. The many copiers on campus, of course, weren't free of charge. Students used copy cards that were similar to prepaid cards. They were sold in the school store. A card for 110 pages was for 500 yen. Had a brand new card, good for that many copies in my pocket. Why don't you lend it to me for a moment? I'll give it back later. It can't be helped. I handed my card to her. I'll help you. Thanks. She handed the sheet of paper to Komari-san. How many pages do you need? About 30. It's a notification about enforcement of stricter discipline in the dorm. What? Looked at the sheets of paper Komari-san was feeding into the copier. Be late to school and die week. Strict observance of the curfew. On top of that, there's a list of students who require special attention written on it. Top of the list was Saigusa-san. It's like I'm in the limelight. It's not just like it, you really are. Thinking from the dorm head's perspective, making your copy lists must have been intended as punishment. A4, slam. Wah! She got caught in the copy machine. Komari-chan, you look like you're having fun. I'm not, help me! She shook her hand practically. Well, you know, it was the first time I'd seen anyone like this. Alright, let's use this rare opportunity to copy Kamarin. Let's scan! Quick, she pressed the start button. Fue? The machine made a loud sound and began operating. Well, let's help her already. She opened the lid and helped her stand up. Are you alright? I'm so startled. How should I put it? She's the kind of person one can't take their eyes off of. This is horrible. Amid a pitch-black blot, there was something that resembled Komari-san's squished face. How should I say it? This is gross. I'm gross! Notice that Komari-san's copies continued coming out. Hey, didn't you make too many? I pressed the cancel button to stop it from printing any more copies. Oh, I forgot to change the number of copies. You just wasted 14 copies. Oh, sorry. I'll get you a new card later. You'd better. But they have artistic value, so let's put them all over the school. The title is 14 Sheets of Komarin. Like when you put them together like this, they grow artistic. Stop that! What an odd pair they were. I don't remember this part in the anime. I turned the copy machine back on. I looked at Saigusa-san, who was humming while operating the copier, and started to doubt whether there was any meaning to this notification. Hey, Riki-kun? What? I like the smell of freshly printed paper. Soybeans are used to make soy ink. If you think of it, it's a tasty smell. Really? She was interested in something that had nothing to do with the actual purpose of the notification. Is something wrong? It's nothing. You're weird, Riki-kun. I had a feeling that the one being most strange was Saigusa-san, pressing the sheet of paper against her nose. Copy machine gave a beep. I'm done. Thanks to you both. You're welcome. Yep, it's totally fine. Took the card back from her and suddenly noticed something. Left your papers on the bench, Saigusa-san. You can use them. Huh? This probably won't be enough paper. As their words were some kind of signal, the copier emitted a warning sound. Oh, it stopped. Please load paper. Nah, you're right. I'll see you later. Thanks for lending me the card. Wait, Saigusa-san, she's gone. She had already disappeared before I could say anything else. Let's load the paper. Let me handle it. There's some left here too. Let's put them together. Okay. She opened the paper tray, which was naturally empty. She adjusted the settings and resumed copying. Gah. First thing that came out was a copy of Komari-san. Mixed up the papers. I got it all wrong. It took 15 minutes to finish. Let's go back. She started walking, the copies held in her hands. That's alright, I'll take them. Fue, I'm fine. Actually, I was the one who asked to do it. And let's divide them in half. She gave me half of the handout and we returned to the classroom. After our next class ended, I had been helping Masato, who was asked to clean up the instruments in the science classroom, and we were returning to our classroom. Sorry, making you help me. Don't sweat it. Besides, you helped me before as well. Every day, different students were randomly asked to clean up the labware. Who in the world done such a thing? Huh? A loud voice was coming from the classroom. At the same time, someone leaped out into the hall. Huh? Riki-kun and Masato-kun? Ah, Saikusa, you little... Oh my, I appeared at the wrong time again. Something happened again. Yeah, listen up. She scribbled all over my physics handout with a ballpoint pen to boot. Well, it was just brought to me by the wind, so I was going to give it back. Why'd you go and scribble on it? Because not doing anything with it would go against my principles. What troublesome principles. You wrote a star symbol in the name field, and I had to turn it in with the name Masato Star Inohara. Couldn't you have just used correction fluid? Oh, I never thought of that. Well, now, that's how it is. Setting that aside, what was the uproar in the classroom just now? Today, the last episode of an interesting drama is being broadcast. Ah, what was it? The mystery. So I wrote a small announcement on the blackboard, you see? Damn it, they ruined it by revealing the perpetrator. Did something stupid, alright. Well, I was going to write what it was about for those who didn't know, but I got a bit too enthusiastic. Spoilers are a serious crime. Yes, true. Speaking of what fun was fun for students living in the dorm. The TV set in the recreation area of each floor would be #1 on the list. Didn't watch it that often, but it seemed like the recreation area was always crowded with people. One by one, students were coming out of the classroom. There she is. Hey, Gusa, was that you? It's a problem if you're that serious about it. Why'd you do that? It's been my reason for living lately. Well, that's merely the ending I came up with myself. The noisy atmosphere changed. Well, it was such a realistic theory, it seemed that everyone believed it. A theory, you mean? The reason I wrote all this, he began explaining. Just run. Something like this. Voices of admiration were heard. You're amazing. Praise me. But there's a major flaw with your theory. Oh, would you tell me what it is? Hang on. That was turning into a debate. Everyone, keep the noise down, okay? And, at that very instant, all the noise in the corridor suddenly died down. Saikusa-san, let's talk about this later. All the students engaged in the discussion returned to the classroom. Tap, 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 light footsteps, and after that, the sound of a multitude of feet marching. It was a group of students wearing armbands on their left arms. Student council members, I first thought, but I was mistaken. The vivid crimson-red armbands had School Disciplinary Committee written on them in white letters. Matter go. Regarding that, we already have the Students' Council's Executive Board's approval. What about negotiations concerning the boys' dorms' head candidacy? There don't appear to be any problems, but... What? The sound of footsteps stopped as though hitting a wall. It really was that quick. The girl standing in the center of the group cast a glance at us, but it really lasted just a fraction of a second before she resumed her steps. There aren't, but doing it right away might be problematic. As the group disappeared around the corner, the usual noise returned to the corridor. I heard Saikusa-san snort quietly next to me. I looked at my surroundings. What are you spacing out for, Riki-kun? Let's get back to class. Come on, let's go. Saikusa-san tugged at the sleeve of my uniform. Yeah. She began to walk next to me, and looking at her, she had her usual carefree smile. So that thing that we talked about before, on focus, I was just nodding my head while giving her an occasional half-hearted reply. That was a strange moment there. I looked around the courtyard before heading off to practice. Just as I thought, there was Nishizono-san reading a book under a Zelkova tree. Maybe I shouldn't disturb her, I thought, but ending up calling out to her anyway. Nishizono-san! She only tore her glance away from her paperback book for a second, before resuming reading again. Wonder what book she's reading. She seemed distracted because I was standing right next to her. If you would stand there, it's hard to read. I see. I'm sorry. As I thought, I was just getting in her way. Later, I should go to practice. Please wait. She called out to me unexpectedly just as I was about to leave. Is something wrong? If you go now, it'll look like I cold-heartedly chased you away. I simply meant that you should step back a little. Ah, I see. I didn't think she was cold-heartedly chasing me away. Then, may I sit next to you? Sure. Because of that season, there weren't any falling leaves. Lowered myself on the slightly chilly ground. She closed her book, running her slender fingers along the spine. With an affectionate gesture, she gently traced it with her hand. I could tell how much she cared about the book from that one subtle action. What book are you reading? There was no deep meaning to the question. She held the book under her arm. The book's cover was all worn out in various places and seemed like it'd been through a lot. It was just a question to keep the conversation flowing. You were reading this book yesterday too. Seems like it means a lot to you. Are you curious about it? Something like that. Noi-san, do you like books? I don't hate reading, but lately I barely read anything. Couldn't call myself a bookworm for sure. I like reading, especially the one I'm holding, as you have noticed. This book is very important to me. It's my own self is written there. That's how it appears to me. Noi-san, do you want to know it? Do you want to get to know me? We sat in the shade of the tree. There was no wind, but it still felt like the temperature had dropped. The sunlight was obscured by the clouds, and I couldn't see what was being reflected deep inside her eyes. I'm not sure. I gave her an honest answer. That was all I could do. I had no real reason to visit her. That's right, I had just felt like it. As I said earlier, it's just something that I felt like asking. Perhaps I should have chosen my words better, but I couldn't do something that competent. I see. Suddenly, I was looking directly into her eyes. I was drawn into her eyes of a subdued amber. Noi-san, I'm sure that every beginning is always something very trivial. That's why, if you don't mind, one day, will you try asking me this question one more time? I thought about how amber was actually fossilized tree resin. A jewel trapped in time, and Nishizono-san's eyes shining with the same color, looking at me. Do you mean it's okay if I come by again? Even if I told you not to, you'd still come, wouldn't you? She smiled slightly. Do as you wish. If you don't wish to come back, Noi-san, I won't mind that either. Later then. Yes, see you later. After making a promise that could hardly be considered one, I left the courtyard and headed to the sportsburg grounds. Yeah, sport ground. Here we go. Baseball time. Yeah. If you hit a returning ball, you'll build up a combo. Increase perimeter growth. Okay. Whoa! Aww. Excellent! I stink at the combo. I hate you. Were there always numbers, by the way? I don't remember there being numbers. Good hustle, Kamari. Good hustle. I'm doing so good today. I can't do combos. I stink at them, man. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh no. I comboed into a cat. What? What happened? What'd I do? She finally managed to pitch a sinker. Right? This was without a shade of a doubt a sinker. So you leave it as a sinker this time? The Yanker could do too. It'd be hard to figure out what pitch it's even supposed to be. Right, Ricky? I have no idea why he's even bothers asking me. Rin has learned the sinker. Da-da-da-da. Resume practice. Okay. That was way over there. Bonk. I can't, guys, with the sinkers and the combos. Nice. And it's out of here. Wow, that was a good jump. That was a really, really good jump. Well done. That was fine. That was rubbish. Come on. Excellent! Yay! I hit the raging meow ball. And I killed a kitty. Alright, take a break here. Excellent! We did good. Alright, catch it, Ricky. Masato, who was for some reason taking the field practice quite seriously, was helping me with fielding practice. Probably accepted all of this as part of his personal training. Alright, there. As someone who's never played baseball before, I was gradually getting better. Yeah, that's it. Can I throw a faster one this time? Okay, leave it to me. I answered him as I clapped on the glove. We're out of balls. Ah, here. Oh, thanks. Alright, let's do it, Ricky. What? Isn't this a cup of seaweed? What's going on? Did the ball transform into seaweed? You never fail to make me laugh with that nonsense you sprout. Huh, Kurugaya-san. Hearing me call her name, Kurugaya-san turned in my direction and raised a hand in greeting. Hey there, you're really going at it, young man. What is it all of a sudden? I'm just here on a whim. I saw you taking Miss Kamakita along with you to the sports field and wondered what you were up to. That's just how things turned out, or should I say it was something inevitable. Very well. Count me in. Hey, wait, no. I'll mince you into meat, foolish brat. Why do I have to get killed right away? I can't put up with it, that you're the only ones doing something fun. I want to let the flow of the sweat of youth together with these lively young girls too. It's a problem if you're saying it in such a suspicious manner. Everyone's pretty serious about this, you know. Alright, all the better then. I'll be very helpful to you. Well, you do look like you would, but I don't get it, but if she wants to join, why not let her in? But at this rate, we'll have an all-girls team. Yep, you sure are underestimating young man Masato. I don't dislike guys like you. Alright, I'll let you have some seaweed. Thanks. He's actually eating it. Let's get Kyosuke's opinion. Huh, everyone is always gathering around you, but you're going to ask the Natsume brother for permission? Huh? No matter how you look at it, Kyosuke is the one everyone gathers around. Well, if you say so, let's go ask him. Alright, she'll have to go through a tryout. That again? Is that really necessary? Considering what we all saw earlier, your physical skills shouldn't be a problem. So here we go. What is the main ingredient for tofu in tofu? Soybeans. You pass. Eh? The tryout is over. He doesn't care who it is anymore. With that, Kurugaya-san joined our team. Woohoo! Awesome! The number of people in the battle ranking has increased as well. Alright, let's move Ricky from second place to the bottom of the list. Huh? Hey, what's that about? The reason, of course, is to heat things up. How's this heating things up? It's so unfair, I'm just feeling colder. Ha, finally, Ricky's been unleashed. It's not like I was being held down by anything. Oh my, and I'd finally reached the second place only to be forced down to the bottom all of a sudden. It was useless objecting to something Kyosuke had decided upon. Aww, poor Ricky. Seems like I already know everyone here. Well, I hope we all get along. Yeah, I have big hopes for you. Well, living up to your expectations is something I can manage. I see. Are my expectations just right for you? Then I'll just have to do what's expected of me. I can't wait. They traded grins. They seem to be getting along in a strange way. Let's get along and do our best together. Yep, I'm very happy you seem to be doing so well, Komari-kun. Oni-san will pat you now. She patted her head. Ow! Seems like she isn't resisting. So, Miss Kamakita, are these all the members you've got? Me, Riki-kun, Rin-chan, Kyosuke-san, Masato-kun, and Yui-chan. 6 people total. What, doesn't that mean you don't even have enough members yet? And where's this Yui-chan? Fue, right here. She pointed at Kuragaya-san. She looked behind her. There's nobody there. Therefore, Yui-chan. Because you're Yukio Kuragaya. Yui-chan. What? You mean I'm Yui-chan? Well, there's nobody else here whose name begins with Yui. No, I've never been called that name before. I can't give a normal reaction to that. Call me Kuragaya-chan. Somehow I couldn't really bring myself to agree with her suggestion either. Fue, that's no good. Yui-chan is Yui-chan. No, like I've been saying. That's how it turned into a battle. Oh, snap. Here we go. This might get bloody. I don't like being called by that name. Why is that? Even if you ask me why, I just don't like it, that's all. Don't like it, you just have to come to like it. If everyone calls you by that name, you sure to come to like it, because your first name is something that belongs only to you. No, Kuragaya takes 43 damage. Alright, now I'm gonna call you Komari Max. What do you think, isn't that embarrassing? No, it's good. It's even a little cool. Gah, counterattack. Oh my gosh. Then even if you call me Yui-chan, I won't respond. Yui-chan. Ignored. What's the word coming to, I wonder? Oh, Komari takes a lot of damage. Komari makes a tearful look. Oh, damage. And paralyzed. You ignore me, I'm still calling you Yui-chan. Komari pouts. God, critical hit. Kuragaya falls. Komari wins. A battle of words. So that's why from now on, Yui-chan is everyone's friend. I don't even care anymore. Oni-san received a devastating blow. What kind of battle was that? Then next it's Rin-chan's turn. Rejecting her words, she once again hid behind my back. Hey, Rin, you should go. We'll be on the same team from now on. She continued standing behind me. She seems like quite the shy one, that Natsume girl. Well, yeah. Rin-chan, call me by my first name too. Alright, I'll go first. I'm Komari Kamakita. Komari Kamakita. Therefore, Komari-chan. Koma. She turned around and darted away. But, yep, I got her. Kuragaya-san, who'd already seen it coming, had a tight grip on her. She started to struggle. Look, you should try saying it at least once. Like when you're riding a bike, you need to make your legs work a bit to pass the person in front of you. You just need to put in that much effort. He was trying to persuade her. This is turning out to be a more difficult task than I'd imagined it would be. That's why I brought this along. She opened a sketchbook and wrote Komari-chan on a blank page with a crayon. Here, read this. Koma. Yep. Komada. Japanese name that sounds like Komari. Yeah, we'll go with that. Fue! Who is Komada, by the way? Isn't he a former batter for the Giants? I'm not the former batter for the Giants. It seemed to be even more difficult than I'd thought. Therefore, I request your cooperation. No problem. This time, the plan was for all of us to keep calling Komari-chan by her name to set the mood right for Rin to say it. Why do I have to go along with your stupid ideas? Don't say stupid, I'm dedicating my utmost effort here. You're so serious about it, just say your name already. Idiot, if I could, I wouldn't be relying on you. Just don't get you. Well, fine. She's really trying, huh? Yes. Kyosuke and I looked at each other and nodded happily. Let me do it first, Komari-kun. Komari-san. Komari. Yes! Komari-san held up the sketchbook on which the word Komari-chan was written. Komada. I'm not Komada! She tossed the book aside and ran away. I could tell that she was cursing herself at that moment just by looking at her expression. Grab. Suddenly, Kuragaya-san hugged Rin. Oh, she released her. What the hell are you doing, jerk? Good, I used my name instead of jerk. Kuru-kuru-ja. You don't need the ja part.
くるくる
Kuru-kuru. Well, not bad for your first try. And who's that girl who fell down over there? He glanced over to where Kuragaya-san had pointed and found that Komari-san has executed a splendid slide head first. No, guess she just tumbled over. And began to dash away. Where it hurts.
大丈夫か
Are you alright, Komari-chan? Oh, you see? She moved one step forward. Yep, I've got a feeling this was to be a really good team. Alright, we're all here, so let's get started. Yeah. Alright, more baseball. Where's what's her name? There she is. The number of people has risen. Batting exercise, start! Only Ricky bats, by the way. Okay, that one didn't even notice.
あんなに泣いてるだろ
Sorry, that was my bad.
え
Whoa. Combo into the water. Oh.
何度当てるんだ
That was my bad. Again. Gosh darn it. Does it look like I want to hit it that way? How do I hit it not that way? I can't do the combo. I can't hit it more than one. Wow, that cat dodged it. Yeah, hit it that way. Yeah. Wow, she almost hit me there. Yeah. No, can't do nothing about the cats. I don't know what he said there. Stay away from me. Oh, why is it... Yeah, I stink at baseball, I know. Ah. Well, we got a double combo. Nailed it. Nailed it.
これで何度目だ
I don't know, how many times has that happened now? Yeah. How is that even possible? There we go. Ah, that one was too low to the ground.
しまっていこうそれ
Nice. That was the same black cat again, too.
続けて楽しいか
Look, he's playing with it. All is good. See? There they go. They're playing with the ball there, and it vanished. And home run. Look at that cat. He's like, yes. Oh, another person's been added. You guys, it was Kengo. Oh, now you're interested in playing baseball? Stupid, this is no time for that. His words made Rin realize something. Ricky, get to prepare dinner. Ah, right, yeah. We have more people now than the lunchtime, so it'll be less trouble. The look Komari-san was giving us clearly told us that she had no idea what we were talking about. Everyone, come help! Rin headed for the cafeteria at top speed. Though it seemed very unusual for her to be ordering us around like this, she did it without hesitation. She must have a strong sense of duty. We followed her like she told us to. What, this group will do anything, won't it? Seems like she came up with a response right away. Now then, we're already in a dire situation. There's only 1 hour and 10 minutes left before it's dinner time. What are we supposed to do? First of all, we need to decide the menu. How about pork cutlet? Fortunately, there isn't any pork here. Fue, are we going to prepare dinner? Yeah, we're doing it instead of the normal stuff. Okay, I've got it. Why don't you just have to look at this? She asked while browsing the file on the door of the large refrigerator. It says today is curry. It's decided then. We're going to do it all by ourselves, right? Just like on a camp. This'll be fun. Although we were under a lot of pressure, she was still carefree. What should we do about ingredients? It's obvious there isn't enough in the fridge. Reminded me that the ready-made curry had become our emergency resort for the lunch already. What should we do? Everybody tried to come up with a good idea. Oh, a savior appeared. You guys have been working here, haven't you? She's one of the regular cafeteria staff. Wow, she sure is a savior. Have you gotten better? I've recovered a little bit, so I came to see the situation. Never thought you students would be here. Even as she smiled, she still looked ill. Better get some more rest. Okay, could you tell us what to do? We'll take care of it. Really, thanks a lot. Seems like things will work out somehow for dinner. We finally gathered together all we needed thanks to the staff lady's help. It was a separate fridge which was used for storing delivered foods. Cut those vegetables for salad and used tofu and seaweed for miso soup. With curry as the main dish, we were building an all-around well-balanced menu. We divided the work amongst ourselves and began to work. There's just no end to it, no matter how much I cut. Masato muttered while preparing the curry ingredients. I may as well try a more effective method and rip them apart with my teeth. How's that sound? Keep stupid questions to yourself. Does the cafeteria staff have this tough every day? You only realize this once you try it yourself. I somehow feel so bad for leaving any leftovers. That's right, it's pretty tough on us, but the same goes for you as well. Fue? Preparing meals is our job. Your job is studying and being active, right? Nothing makes me as happy as you eating up and doing your best in studying or playing sports. I'm so full of admiration for you, ma'am. We barely made it in time. By the time we finished preparing the meals, there was already people taking their seats in the cafeteria. Kamari-san and Kuragaya-san, who had helped us out, went ahead and started eating. I'm going back to my room for now. Likewise. I'll come to help later. They went back to the school, the girls stormed together. All that's left was to put things back in order. Alright now. Kyosuke's words suddenly grew distant. Ah, here it comes. As abruptly as ever, it happened once again. My contact point with this world was severed. The world before my eyes swayed, and I could hear a loud thump as darkness came upon me. I fell asleep. Are you awake? My vision was blurry, but I understand that Kyosuke was right beside me. I stretched out my hand, and he held onto it. His hand was somehow different from Masato's, softer. What about dinner prep? It's okay. Everything went well. I thought so. It was something that happened all the time, so I didn't apologize. Since it was Kyosuke and everyone else here, and everyone else, I didn't feel like a nuisance. They were reliable. Rested for a while and left my room to have dinner. Whether he had been waiting for me or just returning from somewhere, I ran into Masato. Are you going to eat? I'll go with you. That's okay. I can handle that much by myself. Okay, I'll see you later then. He went into the room. It's gotta be rough. The wind was refreshing. It was the best time to enjoy the evening breeze. Just as I stepped outside the door, I saw familiar people standing near the bench. Rin and Kud. It was unusual to see them together, so I approached them. What the flip are you two doing together? What are you doing? Ricky, you okay now? I'm used to this, so I'm fine. So what are you up to? Nothing in particular. Good evening, Noe-san. Rin was holding a cat in her arms. Its name was Audrey, I think. Many more cats were rubbing against her legs, seeking her attention and purring. Do you like cats, Cood? I love them, but there's another animal I like even more. I see. What's that? Actually, I think I know the answer already. Really? Try to guess then. Dogs. What a quick answer, and absolutely correct too. Well, yeah, thanks. Looking at her, it seemed like she belonged to the same species. Do you own a dog? At home? Oh, I mean at my grandpa's place. I'm keeping a lot of them there. Really? My best friend should be around somewhere. I haven't met them yet. What do you mean? Strelka and Velka are at work, I think. At work? They may be keeping guard in the daytime and at night. If they're at work, I shouldn't bother them. Those two are clearly names of watchdogs. Come to think of it, I'd heard something about disciplinary committee members getting themselves reliable partners for patrolling around the girls' dorm. I have met them. Oh, I see. You see them again. Please tell them that Cood wants to meet them. Alright. Do you eat Mon Petit? Or do they eat Mon Petit? I wonder. I don't think they have any strong preferences. Are you going to convey it to them through Mon Petit, Rin? Translation, Mon Petit, she said while taking out a can of cat food. Won't translate anything. Well, I'm off then. Rin-san, bye-bye. She walked away holding the cat in her arms. Where's she going, carrying a cat? Probably to see a vet. The cat had hurt its leg. Oh, I see. Rin-san couldn't get near the cat no matter what, and she didn't know what to do. And that's when I happened to pass by. And fast as lightning, you caught it? No. She waved her hands in denial. I exploited a trait all cats share. This is how you do it. She took a paper bag that lay on the bench and placed it underneath it. I'll leave it here. And a gust of wind blew and the paper bag made a rustling sound. That instant, casa, casa, casa. And there you have it. I don't really get it. But wait, a cat just went inside the bag. Cats love paper bags and tote bags. And why is that? Because they like cramped places? Maybe they think that it's prey? And also when it makes a rustling sound, they can't help but slip inside? And that's how we caught the injured cat. She nodded empathetically. I see. So that's why you were here with Rin. I could show my gratitude to her for the early spring with this. You look delighted. Well, I gotta go too. Okay, see you, Cood. Yes, bye-bye. What she said there. Her mantle swayed about as she left. I saw her off. A cat and a dog, huh? That really was how Rin and Cood appeared to me. Gow. My stomach growled loudly. I should go grab some dinner soon. The tension's running high now. Let's finish up today with a blast. Once again, Kyosuke came over when the night fell. Despite being a student, he is quite a night person. Just what you'd expect from Kyosuke, isn't it? Can it be you're going to make Rin search for members again? Of course he is. Kengo replied in a tired voice as he sat down. But we've already got plenty of girls on the team, isn't it enough? Now that you mention, you're right. But Rin's overflowing with the enthusiasm and is already standing by in front of the dorm. But isn't she, like, the only one overflowing with enthusiasm? Then let's change it to a different mission. Rin, can you hear me? Over. Don't say over. Starting today, the mission is going to change. Rumor has it there's a mysterious life form roaming the school building at night. Among the victims were teachers on night duty. What is this? Rin, you must get rid of that dangerous creature. Mission start. No way, over! Go, over. I'm scared, over! By the way, according to the teachers who were on night duty, oiled fish cans have been disappearing in large quantities from the emergency food store. There was no answer, but obviously she was listening intently. If we defeat the culprit, we might obtain some. Alright, I'll do it. Though I'd say something like that, stupid bro. Now I'm even more scared than before, over. That's canned boiled fish we're talking about, the favorite food of cats. They sure would be happy. Alright, I'll do it. Rin, you really will? Well, watch. I wordlessly listen to the siblings talking, but honestly, I'm scared. You can take your cats with you, right? Meow meow. Will you guys also do your best? The cats meowed back. Okay then, you guys are so cute. No, you guys are super duper cute. I work hard for you guys too. I'll do my duper best. Finish? Yeah, bring it on, just what I wanted. She was acting bold. Did she think we hadn't heard her conversation just before? Alright, head to the courtyard and under the building from the window at the back. It's unlocked. Over. Oh, everything is going as Kyosuke had planned. There's nobody in the building now. What's your intention? Finding a mysterious life form. Huh? It's a false rumor you just made up, right? No, this is the real deal. You didn't inform the students to avoid a panic. So that's the reason we're prohibited from going out at night, huh? Now wait a minute, isn't it really dangerous then? Even though there were victims, the only damage they suffered was eczema, where they were touched. It's not like people are getting eaten. Huh? Isn't that some kind of stray cat wrapped in poison ivy or something? Well, it must be something like that. Masato and Kengo seemed to be satisfied with his explanation. They couldn't shake off my feeling of anxiety. Kyosuke definitely knows what the creature really is. I'm sure he does, and he wouldn't send Rin somewhere dangerous by herself. With this in mind, I could finally let myself relax like Masato and Kengo. For a while, we could just hear Rin walking around. What's wrong? The cats are scared. I could hear the cats crying on the other end of the line. The enemy is nearby. Watch your step. You could hear her running lightly with short steps. It's dangerous for you to go hide over there. Can you see the enemy? Nope. The time was dragging slowly by, making me impatient. Oh! A strange noise was heard over her voice. What's happening? I'm being attacked. It's flying. I managed to dodge it somehow, but it's frighteningly fast. Can you follow it? No, I can't see it anymore. What do we do now? Kyosuke kept silent for a while. Move somewhere where it can't attack you from behind and wait. Roger. Wait a bit. If it doesn't attack you, chase after it. You need to wait for an opportunity, okay? I'll try. A dull sound of impact came over from the cell phone. It started. Versus a bird. Might be a bird. Cheerful tambourine. Agility. Cup jelly. Arm strength and stuff. Fight! Oh my gosh, that's a lot of damage. Rin might lose this. Oh dear. That was a good hit. Oh no. And Rin's dead. Rin has been killed. Rin, are you okay? I'll be fine. Over. Kengo abruptly got to his feet. Huh? What's wrong, Kengo? Shit. I can't let this go on. Students are getting hurt. We could hear the determination in his words. He's going to destroy that monster. Mr. Goody Goody. In his place, Rin returned. Phew! Good work. Look, Kengo's battle is starting. How can you tell? I thought this might happen, so I set up another mic with its own power supply. Let's switch over to it. Listen intently to the sounds coming over the modified cell phone. Alright, the real battle begins. Okay. Alright, good. Oh! Woo! That's better. Oh, Kengo's got this. Missed. Don't do that. Woo! Good job, Kengo. As expected of Kengo. Yep, he's so reliable. Damn it, Kengo gets to look all cool. I'm totally jealous. He's acting like a pathetic loser himself. Let's leave him alone. He'll have forgotten by tomorrow. And thus we wrapped up the incident, and so the night went on. Alright, May 19th, we made it to the next day, finally. So today's Saturday. Yeah! Everyone beside me glared at Kyosuke as if he'd said something overly obvious. Classes will be over at noon. We can all go out to find members this afternoon. Everyone did their best to ignore him. Riki, I love you. His sudden words broke my composure and I turned to look at him. As expected of you, you're amazing, Riki. Take note, everyone. It was that I'd fallen into his trap. Masato, I love you. Seriously? As expected of you, Masato, you're amazing. Being so eager about looking for members, I absolutely love you. Kengo, I love you. And I hate you. Ouch! Dumped by a guy. You creep me out. Sorry, Rin. Actually, I love you even more. Back off, creep. That's expected of you, Rin. I'm saying that's creepy. Don't talk to me. Looks like Masato and I will be the only ones looking for members. Ho, 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 ho. Morning. Good morning, Naoi-san. Riki-kun, you're slow. It's this late already. What about you, Saigusa-san? Is it okay not returning to your own classroom? According to the clock, it was just about time for class to start. Ah, you're horrible, Riki-kun, ostracizing me. Ostracize or not, you're still in a different class and should get back. It's fine. There's no particular rule that says you have to attend your own homeroom. It's common sense, so no one bothered writing one down. I think it's bad to be late. Well, I've even been lectured by Little Kud. Has the whole world turned against me? For some reason, she looked pleased with herself. Alright, if it's come to this, it can only turn to you, Isni. I don't really see what she's got to do with this. As soon as she said it, she raised her hand, turning to Kuragaya's seat. Anago, Riki-kun's! Ah, she's not here. The seat was empty. Only a book was left on the desk. What do I do with my raised left hand now? I think you could just put it down. What's she up to? She'll be fine. Ah, so you understand the concept. Can't be helped. I'll have to take your place. Sit in Kuragaya's seat. Everything's perfect now, right? Alright, young man, you can start by shouting something like Ayo or Ouya to entertain me. She began impersonating her. No, I won't. What? I've got no choice. I'll shout Ayo or Ouya and entertain myself then. Phew, filling in for her, and I ended up enjoying it to the fullest myself. You look like you're having fun. Yep, I am. That's because my breasts go all boing. Boing. No matter how you look at them, they aren't that impressive. What? Without a sound, Kuragaya-san made her appearance. Ah, my Anego. What kind of ruckus are you making in my seat? I am merely keeping it warm for you. Yep, you're a pain. But Riki-kun was bullying me to get out of here. Hold on, I just meant you'd be late otherwise. Were you really doing that, Naoya-san? Coot, don't misunderstand too. Isn't it fine? For a masochist like Riki-kun, it's a delightful event first thing in the morning. I'm no masochist, not the tiniest bit. Oh, that's awesome, Ricky. You got a flower on both biceps, branchy muscles first thing in the morning? No way, I don't even want to be in such a creepy situation. It was the usual rowdy morning. First bell chimed. Riki-kun doesn't care about me, so I'm going back. She hung her head dejectedly. As she was about to leave the classroom, she looked at me. She was waving her hand. I had no choice but to wave back. She winked at me and disappeared from sight. Man, what a hopeless person. That's it for today. All rise. Just as soon as class came to an end, the classroom sprung back into life. Fun, fun, fun. Komari-san, being on day duty, began cleaning the blackboard. La la la. La? Her hand stopped moving. It looked like she couldn't reach the top. She stood on tiptoes but still couldn't reach. I should help her. I stepped forward. Eh! Pyanbago. Wah! She tried to jump but put too much strength into it, crashing into the blackboard. Gatata dong. Furthermore, she blew the landing, banging her head on the teacher's desk. Wow, are you okay? The whole classroom turned their attention to us. Ow, that hurts. Are you alright, Kamakita-san? A few worried classmates were voicing their concerns. Yeah, it hurts, but I'm okay. Didn't really sound like she was okay at all. You shouldn't have pushed yourself so hard. You asked me, I would have helped. Sorry. I messed up again. So heartbreaking. She let out a big sigh. Huh, Rin? She approached the blackboard in silence and picked up an eraser. Holding it up, she made a jump and swiftly erased the remaining letters. Ah, Rin-chan, thank you! The bell on her head chimed as she dashed off into the corridor. Again, she ran away again. But I'm sure she's just embarrassed. Yeah? She's not used to this kind of thing. Huh, so that's how it is. But I'm a little happy. Huh? She helped me after all. Yeah, I guess Rin was putting some effort into it in her own way. I should do something this time to show my gratitude. You're right, that's a good idea. If it was Komari-san, perhaps she would in her own clumsy way, manage to change Rin's shyness. Now then, where did Rin go? Look for Rin, we leave her alone. Wander. Look for Rin. Why not? She completed another task after all. That being the case, another one might have arrived, headed for the passageway. There she was, talking to her cats. I'll watch again. Fudge it. Right, left, right. Oh, left. Oh, right, left, right, left. A swarm of cats had gathered in one corner of the courtyard. Wrong, it should be right here. What is she up to? She was sitting on one knee and swinging around a stalk of bristlegrass. One more time. Right, left, right. Meow, meow. The cats followed along with the bristlegrass's motion. Meow. Swipe. Hey, now you can't grab it. Perhaps because she changed direction in the end, the striped cat tumbled over. Meow. Roll. They don't care anymore. Ah! Meow. One of them snatched the bristlegrass away from her. What the? Looking for a fight? Shoo. Right, left, and a right uppercut. Meow. The cat tumbled over again. Never learned, do you? Roll. You don't care at all anymore after all. She sighed with her hands on her hips. It's okay though. Give it back so I can keep going. Meow. Hey, don't run, stupid. The cat, in the effort to get away from her, ran into a crowd of sleeping cats. Boogia, meow. Suddenly the courtyard was filled with noise. Oh, the tail. I removed a scrap of paper from the cat's tail and unfolded it. Looked at it carefully. I walked up to her and squatted down, placing my hand on the cat. You were doing great just now. So, more instructions showed up. She was so lost in her thoughts she didn't appear to have heard me at all. Whoever sent this, aren't they from our school? I ventured my own guess. We've all been about the school and concerning school-related matters. Sender's probably using you because he or she can't deal with these problems on their own. Well, that still doesn't explain everything, though. Anyway, I'm sure it's someone who's seriously concerned about the problems of the school. What's it say this time? Look! He handed me the scrap of paper. Heal 2A1 from lovesickness. Such shoddy instructions this time. I looked at Rin at her innocent, childish face. Rin, do you know what lovesickness is? I'm not an idiot, of course I do. That's fine then. Well, maybe she picked it up from a manga or TV dramas. Problem number 1 is finding out who this 2A1 is. Well, 2A should stand for the class. Oh, you're on fire today, Rin. So what's about the number F1 after it? 2A1, in other words, it's Ichi. Japanese abbreviation. Keiichi, Kotsue, K, mate for mate. Oh man, I just thought you were sounding reliable, but I'm a bit worried now. What, you think I'm wrong? Or maybe you're ill? Of course it's the former. I'm wrong? Well, if we followed your reasoning, we'd be overlooking the 2 altogether. In the second year, Ichi-kun. You're going to look for Ichi-kun. You're going to search all the second year classes? The bell in her hair chimed once, and she dashed off. Will she be okay? Yeah, I waited a little and followed after her. Found Rin standing in front of the faculty office. Ricky, we've got a problem. What's wrong? I brought a teacher's attendance sheet looking for Ichi-kun, but there isn't one in the second year. There's a third year, though. Could it be him? Well, I doubt it. Say, Rin, why don't you listen to my theory? Huh? What have you figured out? Maybe 2A is the class number. That much is pretty clear. As for the problem of the number 1, I think it's gotta be the number on the class attendance list. What? She was profoundly shocked. That never occurred to me. But I think you're right. See? Okay, moving on to class 2A. I'm sorry, but we haven't got time. Opened my cell phone and checked the clock. Right as I did, the bell rang. We gotta go! Yawn. Thanks to all the practices we had recently, I was constantly worn out and felt very tired during class. My cell phone was vibrating, a text message. Who could it be during class? I was curious, but I'd get in trouble if I was caught. Don't look. I can't look. No, I'll check after class. I resumed taking notes from the blackboard for now. Okay, going to wrap it up early today. Unusual though it may be, class was over before the bell rang. It's over. I stretched and remembered the text message from earlier. I should check it out. Sender, Yuko Kuragaya. Subject, no subject. I'm free now, so let's do something fun. Seemed awfully free, alright. What's with you? When I wanted to have some fun together. It's not something we should do during class. Well, it can't be helped. Yui-chan, what's this? No, please stop calling me Yui-chan. What's wrong? The mail I received earlier. Didn't know what it was about, but it looks like it's because I had ignored the text message. Kamari-san took some flack. Wait, when did you take that picture? What did you send her? Neither of them commented. Left to see Rincy, but she wasn't there. Must have already left to complete the task. I dashed out into the corridor to catch up with her. I don't know what they were doing, and I don't think I want to know. Huh? Didn't think you'd come. Could become problematic if you went by yourself. We're working on our way toward the designated classroom. Ha ha! Met someone we knew at the foot of the stairs. Phew! It was Saigusa-san sitting on a desk. Saigusa-san. Hi, Riki-kun. Yaha! She faced us with her usual smile. Rin-chan too. Yaha! She hid behind my back. She's as shy as ever. Oh yeah. What are you doing with the desk? There was this chair and desk, which are a bit wobbly. I was thinking about replacing them with ones from an empty classroom. In your classroom? Yep, a teacher told me it would be a good idea to exchange them. Rin tugged on my sleeve. Was trying to signal that we should get going already. Now then, I've gotta push on a little further. She hopped down from the desk and heaved it up in her arms. Want some help? No thanks, I'm fine. And weren't you going somewhere with Rin-chan? Yeah, we were, but... Hang on. Huh? Me? Rin tugged on my sleeve after saying that to Saigusa-san. What should we do? What do you mean? That desk, it looks heavy. And we also have the task. What do we do? Basically, she was wondering whether we should help her out or not. I think we could still finish the task later, but if we're going to help Saigusa-san, now's our only chance. I'll help you with the task any time later on. She nodded. Having a conference? Yeah. I'll help you. Really? It's no problem. I picked up the chair. Shouldn't I take the desk instead? It's fine, it's fine. Have it from this side. Thanks, Rin-chan. She was obviously embarrassed standing face to face with Saigusa-san, but couldn't run away holding the desk, so she just cast her eyes down, making a complex expression. Slip? I can't stay in front of me! What a mess. We went down the stairs, heading off to the empty classroom. Located at the very end of the first floor corridor, it contained piles of unused desks and chairs. There we go. Thanks, you too. Phew! Is the chair's leg missing? It's a bit loose. Indeed, the bolt intended to fasten the leg to the chair was pretty loose. Which one should I take? Looked like it would be tough bringing down a desk or chair from that pile. Somehow all of them look broken. Obviously it was used for storing broken stuff to begin with. Isn't there a nice one? Rin tried moving near a nearby desk, and it made a creaking sound. All of them seemed broken. It's total annihilation in here. And we even brought it all this way. What a waste of effort. What about trying another unused classroom? That's right. There's an unused classroom near yours too, Riki-kun. Let's do it. Which one should I take? They're all the same. We continued looking for a usable desk. The person it's for wouldn't be happy with another unstable one, right? That's true, but, certainly suddenly crossed my mind. How about this one? Say Saigusa-san. What is it, Riki-kun? A broken desk, isn't it yours? No, it's someone else's. You were asked to do this? She first looked at me with a puzzled expression, but then as though finally understanding what I meant, nodded. That girl's busy, so I'm doing it for her. I'm a maintenance committee member after all. Alright, you did mention something like that before. What's with that unexpected tone of voice? That's not what I meant, but what? Well, Well, it is unexpected after all. Not only that, she seems serious about it too. Well, you're awful, Riki-kun, and I'm being so serious about my work here. I'm sorry, Saigusa-san. Forget it. seemed like I made her a little angry. She crossed her arms and turned her back to me, toying with the longer of their pigtails. I'm sorry. I bowed an apology and peeked up to see her reaction. She puffed her cheeks a little. Alright, you always help me out after all. I can't overlook the small stuff. Hee. She uncrossed her arms, placing one bust behind her. I leaned back slightly. Her plastic barrettes danced around. What a relief. Don't worry, I wasn't really that angry. How about this one? Doesn't look too bad. She assessed the desk Rin had dragged along. Evo! She set a chair on top of the desk and lifted them both in her arms. It's important for humans to have an element of surprise. She smiled. Yeah, but not rational reasoning. I think it's pretty important. Afraid she'd get mad again, I kept the thought to myself. Oh, this late already? Guess it's about to start. Catch you later, Riki-kun, Rin-chan. Ah, that's right, we should get back too. Rin only nodded once. Truly wasn't very talkative. We left the empty room. Wonder if I'll make it in time. Wouldn't it be better if I help you? If you did, we'll all be late, so it's fine. See ya! Yeah, be careful. We saw her off. I wonder if be careful was a stupid thing to say in that situation. Rin was looking at me uncertainly while I murmured to myself. After lunch. Newspaper sword! Haikusa-san dashed in, wheeling a newspaper rolled up into a tube. What's that? It looks really cool! Haha, it does, doesn't it? Didn't really understand Cood's taste. Butt in, behave myself, wonder. I'll behave. Seem very lively here, but I'd better leave them alone. After homeroom, school was over. You're going to club like always? He asked Kenga, who stood up without even turning in his direction. Of course. Tch, what a Kendo idiot. That's all I need. He answered and left the classroom. A guy like you we don't need anyway. Hey Masato, you shouldn't be throwing such childish retorts with that huge body of yours. So what do we do about looking for members? Let's see. I'll go ask around the club, around the muscle clique. I see. Here it comes, an incomprehensible muscle request. Our team is becoming a feeble one with nothing but girls in it. What clique are you going to check? Oh, just my usual acquaintances. A shadow of dissatisfaction crossed his face, but cleared it almost immediately. Well, fine. Managed to find anyone even slightly promising, bring them along. I'll do my best. Okay, dismissed. Best of luck to you. For some reason, he lay down in the empty space in the back of the classroom. After that, he started slowly crawling toward the corridor. What's with that muscle clique anyway? Hope he won't do something that'll make him stand out. We didn't want to know the details, so I just went on ahead of him and walked out of the classroom. I was used to this by now anyway. Now, where should I look? If I stay here too long, the crawling Masato will catch up to me. There, I could already hear his strained breathing drawing closer to me. I'm not really sure where to go, though. While walking along the hallway, I ran into someone I knew. Hey, I said, poking her forehead with my finger. What are you doing? Guess who? Saigusa Haruka. Yep, correct. Yaha, Riki-kun, on an after-school walk? I sighed. Saigusa-san, tell me why you're covering your own eyes with your own hands. Isn't that the Guess Who game? She cocked her head. Why is she always answering questions with questions? You're supposed to cover someone else's eyes in that game. Oh, don't make a face like that. Don't make a face like you've lived until now without even knowing that. Well, if I cover my eyes, you can't tell who I am, right? You know, since I'm so plain after all. That's absolutely totally not true. He folded her arms and, as if impressed, nodded. Riki-kun, you're amazing. Not amazing at all. And actually, is she trying to say anyone could mistake those distinctive twin tails of hers? And purplish pink hair? You're as amazing as other people I respect. People you respect? What people? Their names are Mr. George and Gordon Shumway. She was positively bathing. They always must have been people she really respected. So who are they? Well, George and Gordon are amazing, no matter what you say. They're just amazing. She was nodding to her own words. She wasn't listening to me at all, as usual. I had no choice but to return to the previous topic, playing the Guess Who game alone. I was starting to wonder if no one was going to pass by already. One was coming, you know. But then you passed by, Riki-kun, so now I'm happy. She folded her arms behind her and began hopping. A dance of delight. You need a dance, nobody asked you to. Didn't even ask for an explanation. No trace of rational reasoning. Thanks. It's not a compliment. Ha, we're not getting anywhere like this. Haha, my bad. You're looking for someone? Oh, you could say that. Hmm? Oh, that's right, Saigusa-san. Hmm? Wanna play baseball? Maybe, guys? That's how I brought along another member. Ricky, remember what I told you? Eh? What's that? I don't remember either. What a moron. But I'm sure I never told you to bring someone so useless along. You shouldn't say that, Masato. Yeah, useless. Saigusa, don't point at me. The useless one is you. How about we have her take the test like usual? What do you say, Kyosuke? Ricky. But what is it, Kyosuke? Does she have a special skill? Do you, Saigusa-san? Yes, Saigusa, who was squatting down on the ground. What are you doing? She's holding a glove in her hand, sniffing it. Smells like youth. Passed. What? What did she pass, Kyosuke? You don't care who it is anymore at all. Don't be so serious, Rin. He's totally serious. Well, let's play catch for starters. Just to make sure you use the glove to catch the ball, okay? Where do you hit for 10 points? It's not a strikeout. And you, Kyosuke, what are you drawing circles for? We don't need a target. That's not what it's about. You just throw and catch the ball normally. So, we just have to play catch? Yes, that's it. Actually, isn't that exactly what I said in the first place? She really never listens to anyone. She was twirling her arm. There! Swing, whoosh! Like this? Yeah, like that. She got a really weak throw, but she's a girl after all. I smiled sympathetically after realizing that. Ow. The ball was so slow a fly could stop it. I knew you were useless. Swing, whoosh. I spoke, throwing the ball back at her. Isn't it more like this? A girl like Rin must be pretty rare. Saigusa. Yes, what is it, Natsumi-senpai? Looks like you're having trouble pitching. Yes, just a bit, though. Kyosuke gave it some thought and then picked up a few gloves lying on the ground. Here, Saigusa. Whoa, uh-oh. She got the glove Kyosuke threw to her. Try it on your right hand. Got it. Whoa. She smacked the glove with her left fist. It's a perfect fit. In other words, picked up the glove Saigusa-san had used earlier and spoke. This one's for right-handed people. In other words, you wear it on your left hand. The glove you just put on is for lefties. Saigusa, you're left-handed. Yep, that's it. I mean, yes, you're correct, Natsumi-senpai. Try throwing one more time. Aye, aye, sir. Yo! Ha! There it goes. Now another one. Return to your normal form after all of a sudden, huh? So there are gloves for lefties too. I didn't know that. Of course there are. There are a ton of famous baseball players who are lefties. I can see you have potential. He nodded to himself. Da-da-da! Haruka Saigusa changed jobs from useless. For some reason, a fanfare played. Somehow, wasn't that a magnificent job change? He sunk to his knees. Foo-foo-foo, Masato-kun, I'm not useless anymore. Saigusa-san, you know what you have to do when the ball comes flying to you. It hit the person they threw it at you, right? Like this. Smack! The ball hit Masato in the crotch. Gah! He doubled over. Am I wrong? Totally wrong. She's stuck by having her memorize the rules. Okay, Saigusa, you'll play outfield defense. We'll continue after school. Hey, sir! Saigusa joined the practice! And the battle ranking system! Number of people in the battle ranking system has increased too. Okay, let's loosen the rules for a bit. From now on, it's okay to fight someone 2 places above you. Ha, I'm finally set free. Now, Masato, don't say it like it's only to your advantage. Baseball time. Where's the new one? There's the new girl. There's the new one, the new girl. Here we go. Hold up the arrow when hitting for a ground ball. For a fly ball. That hit him in the face, but the kitty's like, yeah, whatever. missed it. She missed it. Sinker.
それ
There we go. You got it. Throw it back. Throw it back now. Wow.
何度当てるんだ
I'm surprised that cat's alive still. But he did good.
何を憂いでいる。玉筋に出てるぜ。
Ah. Was almost hit me there.
抜け毛が気になり始めたかな。玉筋に出てるぜ。
Ah.
頑張ってるよ
Hey, she got it.
バッチリですどうだ
3 combo.
超ウルトラスーパーダイナミックミラクルハイまだまだ
4 combo.
続け
5 combo. And there we go.
お前猫嫌いなのか
Totally worth it, man. Ow.
リキ、次はここ
Here,
だ。
Ricky. Here next, Ricky. Oh. Okay. Ooh, nice. Oh, there was no way I could have hit that one.
ちょっとは慣れてきたかな
Sorry.
なんだ猫で嫌な思い出でもあるのか
That was Lennon that I hit there. Sorry, Lennon. Eh? What the heck was that?
今の揺れた。
Followed a curved trajectory this time. Isn't that a knuckle?
おめえさ。
Absolutely right. That just now was a knuckle.
おめえさとしてね。
How's that absolutely right?
というわけで
So that's a knuckle.
な。
Right, Ricky? Yeah, alright. Rina's learned the knuckle. Da-da-da-da. Oh, my bad. Whatever you said there, I'm sure it was hilarious.
アウトですよ
Hey! Oh, good. A cat was avoided there. Oh, Raging Meow Ball tripped me. Oh, I hit it.
ごめん
And I killed another cat. Sorry. Sorry. Oh. Kamari also died there. Stop throwing those balls. They make that happen.
よし。い
Let's take a break. Whew. It's this late already.
まだ続け
Should
る。
we continue? Yes. I kind of like this mini game. It's very silly. Alright, she's over there. Everyone's chilling. The chubby cat's over there.
なっていくぞ。
Here we go.
みーちゃん
Rinchan, Fighto! Oops! Now, Kamari did not even make the attempt.
猫を避けて打つのが難しい
Whoa! Hey!
飛びます
There we go. Ah, that one was way too low. Way too low. What the heck? Why did that miss?
ここに来て反抗期ね。
Nice.
玉筋に出てる。
And I killed Kamari again. Well, are you okay? Yeah, it's but I'm okay. Which leads she didn't seem to be hurt. Sorry.
こちらかなりの筋肉。直ちに現場に向かいます。
ちゃんと打
Well, hit the ball properly, she says as I miss the ball. Oh, nice. Caught it with their face. Or his face. Oh, I didn't even see that one.
狙ってるのか。
That cat was hiding behind the tree. Leave me alone. Nice.
こっちにも打ってこい。
全然楽勝だぜ。
Nice. These cats are getting good now. Alright, maybe not that one.
これで何度目だ。
Maybe not that one. That one didn't do so well there.
エキサイト。
Good job. That was a good hit.
こんなことし続けて楽しいか。
キキ、
Ricky, this way now. Way over there. Alright.
いいじゃん、ファイト。
Hey, you
は
throw
い、筋
it?
肉が通ります。たくましい筋肉が通ります。
That was pathetic. Pathetic bat. Ah! How does that even work? How does that even happen? Stop doing that one. Ah, I hate you. I mean, you're great, Rin.
いいぞ。打って打って打ちまくれ。
Home run!
よし終わろう。いい
That was a
汗かい
good
たな。
sweat. Let's end it there. Look at the cats playing with the one ball still. Alright, let's wrap it up for today before it gets dark. After he made the announcement, everyone left in different directions. That's it for today. I'm thirsty. Go buy some juice before dinner. I was heading through the courtyard vending machine and I heard Saigusa-san and Kuragaya-san's voices.
さあさあ、
Now,
どれに
now,
しやす
which
い
one do you want?
どれにする
Which one? You asked me.
好きに選べ
Choose whatever you like, because today is Anego's day. Short form is Ane Day. It's not that day, though. You don't need to worry about worry any day. Gaia seemed to be smiling wryly. Speaking of which, since when did those two know each other so well? Double doubts have suddenly crossed my mind. It seemed like they were very close. Doesn't bother me, but aren't you embarrassed saying this stuff?
やだな。
Come on, Anego! There's nobody around. Huh? What about the young man over there? Eh? Oh yeah, Riki-kun! Yo, are you thirsty too, Riki-kun? Well, something like that. Yeah, haha, Riki-kun! Kuragaya-san shrugged a little and smiled, looking at me. Didn't really understand what she was expecting of me. Anyhow, I asked them, picking out some juice. But before that, it seems like Haruka-san was going to proudly present her gag.
いやー、上
Well, wait, Anego, stop it! Well, I heard it already. Well, that's embarrassing. Well, something like this. I was starting to get the picture of their balance of power. I was just a vending machine, but we should choose something appropriate.
手。姉子にはこの
Anego, you should have this. Green potion. The color of sweet curry is like an antidote. It's a good name. Yep. There's green juice written on it. Vegetable-based juice. Health beverage. Blue juice, but it's very green. Okay. Ah, this one's good too. Red potion. I'm sure it'll recover your strength. There's pickled ginger written on it. Pickled stripes of ginger. Market dyed with food coloring and steeped in liquid seasoning. Is that good? Someone confirmed. Oh jeez, you should choose this, Anego. I strongly recommend it. Miso cutlet juice. Click thump. Phew! Saigusa-san wiped her sweat. Here, Anego, I present this to you. Click thump. Ginger ale tastes special after a good workout. Eh, what are you doing, Anego? You want to recommend it for others? You should drink it yourself first. Oh, how can you? Kuragaya-san plays tricks on people quite often, but it's never the butt of them. So what's Anego's day? The day when Haruka-kun dropped a coin in the sewage drain and was troubled over not getting it out, she said, bringing a can to her mouth. Today's the day Anego saved me. You mean it happened this time last year? There you have it. It was no big deal, though. It was a really big deal. It was quite an amazing way to get it out. Like, gatan, like that. What kind of way is that?
そういうわけで
That's why today is Anego's day. Anego. It's fine even if you don't repeat my name so much, Haruka-kun. She retorted smoothly as usual, but her words seemed gentle to me. Have you started calling her Anego since then? But why Anego? Why are you asking me? Haruka-kun's the one calling me that. Whew, this miso cutlet juice is rough, Anego.
呼びました
Did you call me Anego? Saigusa-san, why do you call Kuragaya-san Anego? She tilted her head at my question. Anego is Anego? Well, not exactly. I kinda get what you're saying. Kurugaya-san did have the air of an older sister.
姉子っぽいから
Like a big sister, that's why Anego. So hard, what's so hard to understand? You seem to be asking. It'll be just strange to call her Aneki or Ane-san or Oni-san, right? Well, there are some people who call me that. No, Anego is Anego, that's why Anego. That's quite philosophical. I don't get it at all though. Young man, it's philosophical so long as one doesn't understand it. It is no longer a philosophy if you understand it. There's no such thing as a perfect answer in this world. You toss the juice can away. You landed in the garbage can with a small clink. Now then, it's about time I should go.
あ了解
Ah,
です
understood. Sorry for holding you up. Well, don't worry about it. She flipped her hair over her shoulder and walked away.
一度ね
Just once. Eh?
姉子
I called her something other than Anego and she got angry. She murmured.
だから
That's why Anego is Anego, even if she isn't my Anego.
姉子という
I still call her Anego. Yep. That's philosophical. I repeated what Kuragaya-san said before. Certainly doesn't seem to be a perfect answer to that. By the way, Riki-kun. Yeah, what is it?
一つお願い
I wanted to ask a favor. You hear me out. What's this all of a sudden? I'll do what I can.
そろそろ
I want you to start calling me by my name soon. Your name, like what, for example? For example? She thought about it, counting out on the fingers of her left hand.
例えば
For example, Haru-chan.
例えば
For example, Haru-chin.
例え
For
ば
example, Hatan. Yo, Hatan. Why's that about things? Just kidding, but
私のこ
you
と
don't want to use my name? I was caught off by Saigusa-san's intense glare, as I was about to suggest that it was a bit too sudden. It's not like I don't want to, but, well, since that's what you want, Saigusa-san.
本当
Really? That's great. She seized my hand and pumped it up and down. Thanks, Riki-kun. Truly no big deal. Glad I spoke my mind. Yep. She looked delighted.
そういえば
Now that I think of it,
癒しの時間
when was I supposed to? Well, I'm already this late.
もう行く
I gotta go now. Sorry. Okay. She shook my hand one last time and suddenly broke off and dashed away. We suddenly stopped before getting too far.
言い忘れてた
Forgot to tell you, Riki-kun, you know?
名前を呼んでほしい
Just I
理由はね
wanted you to call me by my first name is. I like it more than my last name.
それだけの
That's
理
the
由だ
only
から
reason. I see. Yep, that's it. Okay, catch you later. In the blink of an eye, Saigusa-san, no, Haruka-san, rounded the corner and disappeared. She returned again.
忘れてた
Forgot. Here, take this. Eh? Handed me the juice can. It's a miso cutlet. Laters! Once again, she disappeared around the corner of the school building. What am I supposed to do with this? An unbelievable taste. It tasted like shit. After dinner, I went to look for the designated boy with Rin. There was only one guy I knew in Class 2A. She hid behind my back, being afraid to face the stranger. I asked if I should go do the talking, and she nodded in return. Sorry, but could you tell me what room the guys who's first on your class attendance list lives in? The first one? That should be Aikawa-kun. His name sounds like he's always the first one on the checklist. Poor thing. Her voice came from behind my back. Turn the corner, and you'll find his room at the end of the hall. We bowed our thanks and headed down the hallway. We stood in front of the indicated room and knocked on the door.
はい
Yes! A male student appeared at the doorway. You're Aikawa-kun, right? Yeah! Can we have a talk? Ah, sure. Alright, that should be enough help. I stepped back, leaving the rest to Rin. You're Aikawa? You caused us quite some trouble. You're such a villainous entrance. Come on, you had something to ask. This was probably her way of coping with her nervousness.
常に出席
You're first on the attendance list, right? Yes. Is that all you wanted to know?
なわけ
Of course that's not it. And it's amazing people don't hate you with that attitude. Actually, that brusque attitude of hers was fairly popular among the guys. while girls seemed to hate her for it. Rin had a rocky road ahead in her life. What kind of business could you have with me, Natsume-san? Do you know me? No, just my name. And this must be Naoi-san. He looked at me. Yeah. I see. It's like we're famous or something. Well, I guess we would be a bit famous with Masato and the rest always causing a commotion. So it's his fault? Well, it's partly because you're always just kicking him down. I see. Can't be helped then. Can't she simply hold back for a bit from now on? So what business do you have with me? He repeated himself. We're both second years. Don't be so stiff. Okay, so what is it? You're somehow getting on my nerves. No, you shouldn't talk like that when you're making your entrance. Let's go somewhere quieter for now. Aikawa-kun stared at me with a doubtful look, unable to comprehend what was going on, but I could only shrug in return. The first thing I wanted to ask is, yeah, you're lovesick right now. Don't say it, I know. I got absolute proof. She had nothing at all. Who told you? A cat. Whoa. A cat. He was clearly thinking about it for a while. But nothing came to mind, and he couldn't possibly imagine she was really talking about a cat. So are there any symptoms? This might be my first love. My chest hurts. It's the first time I felt something like this. I can't study. During classes, I always think of that person. I see. Does it look like you have a chance? After a brief pause, he nodded, as though he was really cornered. You know, she's good at sports and studying, and she's popular. Someone like me just doesn't belong with her. That is, how should I put it, a shame. She actually tried to find the right words. Well, you still haven't confessed yet. Couldn't you make it work with some effort? It's probably pointless to try. You're too timid. You'll regret it unless you try. You'll regret it even more if I fail. Well, sure. Which is it? Why are you mad now, Ricky? Are you sick or something? The former. Why are you mad? I don't get you. Are you trying to give him a supported push, or are you trying to make him give up? I can't tell which one it is. Well, it's because we can't be sure what'll happen. Your social skills were nil. First of all, don't we need more information? You're right. So just who is she? Eh? He was at a loss for words, but probably since Rin's eyes looked like they could turn him into stone unless he answered, he blurted it out. Sasagawa-san. As she heard the name, she reacted like a cat, her hair standing on end. Why'd that name pop up there? She asked cautiously. Well, you're the one who asked. No, I didn't ask for her name. No, sure you did. No. It turned into a no-no festival. There was murder and confusion. It looks like I've got to spell it out. In other words, Aikawa-kun's in love with your pal, Sasagawa-san. Sasagawa. Rin. Not san. Huh? Ah! It finally sank in. What? Why are you glaring at me like I'm your family's nemesis? Well, a lot's happened. Whoa, what's going on? There's cats everywhere. Oh, what's starting? Withdrew from Aikawa-kun's appeasing both Rin and the cats. There, you guys, and you too, Rin. Calm down. Set aside your personal feelings this time. But Ricky, the more I calm down, the more confused I become. Because, didn't he say that person's good at both school and sports and popular too? Well, yeah. That's nothing like the Sasagawa I know. It's not like she's popular. She's simply got a lot of minions. Well, even if that's really true, let's not crush his dreams. It's not our test this time, is it? Yeah. Okay. You guys can go already. Disperse. The cats scattered in groups of 3 and 5. A cat user returned to Aikawa-kun, who was standing glued to the spot. Let me get a drink. Okay. Drink time. Tasty. Hey, I think you suit each other pretty well. Huh? Really? She's always got a flock of people following behind her. You could become one of them. Isn't that just like being friends? No, it's actually much worse than that. In fact, we know each other. Well, I could already tell that from your reaction. I'll fix you up with her, so do your best. Huh? Really? He still couldn't believe it. Do your best. But seeing her gleaming eyes, Aikawa-kun nodded as though frightened into submission. So what's the plan? I'm going to talk to Sasagawa and ask about her type of guy and their hobbies. After that, we'll work up a plan to counter her taste. How's that? I don't even care about your lisp. That sounds good, but don't bring up my name. She nodded deeply. Mediating a love relationship. Is this something you can do? You never know till you try. Right. Well, you know how she is. I'm worried how things will work out. Well, let's try anyway. And was about to leave the boys' dorm right away, bristling with determination. I can't go into the girls' dorm, you know that. Oh, right. I don't want you talking with Sasagawa-san when I'm not around, though, because I'm worried. I see. After a little thought. Okay, I got it. She nodded immediately. I returned to my room and found Kud standing before the door. Heard Rin's bell ring, suspected she had hidden behind me. Do you need something? Ah, yes! She clasped her hands together and told me. The roommate's been decided. We're busy sorting her things out now. Ah, I see. She's moving in this weekend. The dorm head's going to provide us some extra furniture, it seems. But your room's already furnished, isn't it? Yes, but she says she's going to give us some extra things made by... She placed a finger on her cheek, trying to remember something. Made by the Furniture Club. I never heard of that club. I heard the club closed down last year after the last seniors graduated. We can freely use their work as long as we have permission. That's good to know. I think we should look for something for me too. So, I'd like you to help, but is that okay with you? She clasped her hands and looked up at me. Yeah, why not? Yeah, sure. Really? Thank you very much. She jumped a little in delight. She tugged on my sleeve. Want to help her? Good evening. Struggled the usual, but she at least managed to say hello. Can you help too, Rin? What? It'll be wonderful if Rin-san helped too. She looked worried about something again. Don't force yourself, Rin. Sorry. She apologized with one word and left. What wafu, she left. It can't be helped, she's shy. In the meantime, I'll help. Is that so? There was still some things to arrange in Kud's room, so in order to clean it up, we headed to her room. In the room was a standard bed, complete with a bed quilt of a girly design. There were various books and other small things piled atop the desk. Last time I was here, there was just a blank cream-colored wall. This time was a calendar and other things were hanging on it. What's this? It was something that resembled a checkered pocket of blue and white colors. On closer inspection, it wasn't really a single cloth. Blue and white patches were sewn together. This is patchwork now, son. I made it myself. So weird. Oh, I see. There's nothing weird about it. There were empty cardboard boxes piled up in the corner. I'll crush the cardboard boxes for you. Yes, please. I was ripping the duct tape from the cardboard boxes and crushing them. This box doesn't open. Among our boxes, there was one that wouldn't open. The sticky tape on the gray-colored box just didn't seem to want to come off. This is, She tilted her head. This box is... Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. She shook her head. It's okay not to open it, I think. I see. I put it under the desk then. Yes, thank you very much. Speaking of which, are we going to see the furniture today? I confirmed and resumed crushing the boxes. I also took newspapers out of the boxes, which had served as packing material. They looked like English newspapers. I think we should do it tomorrow. I'd forgotten we had to throw the boxes away. Is that inconvenient for you, Noe-san? No, I'm fine with that. I folded the English newspapers. An article on the cover caught my eye. Novaya Tebima Tenua. Somehow managed to read the Latin characters, but the meaning remained a mystery. Noe-san, please lend me a hand. Okay. I was finished with the crushing the boxes and tossed them together with the newspapers. And the garbage can. She was unfolding something that resembled a tapestry. What's this? Wafu! Whoa. I unfolded it. Why, an Edo period print. Ukiyo-e. Features Japanese subjects, 19th century. Pretty cool. My grandfather told me to hang it somewhere. This is Kiyonaga-san's work. He wished me to become like the lady in the picture. But that's impossible for me, she said while fiddling with her hair. That aside, I think her hairpin is a very pretty design. And also, this person moves around during the night. No way, moves around? Yes, her eyes look normal, look around like this. No, that can't be. And sometimes, you know, she looks over this way. Yeah? By the way, her eyes only move when I wake up in the middle of the night. Wow, wonderful Japan! Aren't you saying things because you're half asleep? So where do you want to hang it? I think I should ask my roommate's opinion. Alright, let's set it aside for now. Yes, let's! What's this? It was a small wooden table, somewhat cylindrical. Ah, that's a pillow. A pillow? It was grandfather's favorite pillow, it seems. The neck hurt from it. Isn't that completely useless? That's why I want to go buy a new pillow. Were you always using this pillow back home? Only when grandfather was home. He answered with a serious look. I see. Huh, what's that? A calligraphy set? To top it all off, it came with a number of stupidly huge ink bottles as well. Ah, this is a pen made from the hair of an ermine's tail. Do you do calligraphy? Just a little. My grandfather told me to take notes in class with that. Impossible. That's completely impossible. You're right. I still keep it on my desk though. I groan looking at the set, paperweight, inkstone, and everything else. Isn't it strange? Is it strange after all? She murmured. No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. It's just, anyone who buys that kind of stuff must be crazy about Japan. I've just come to realize how much Kude's grandfather loved Japan. All these things in the room, isn't like the room of some foreigners got the wrong idea, isn't it? I don't hate it. Actually, I really like it. She went on while intensely examining a pretty amber-colored comb. Her face was expressionless as she stared at the comb. This is how I looked after all. That must seem weird. There was no emotion in her words. She just seemed a little heartbroken looking downward. That's why I wasn't sure how to answer right away. That's not true. Kude is Kude. She's a citizen of the same country as we are on the inside. Just her appearance is different. But how she herself felt about that difference, I have no way of knowing. She raised her head, hearing my words. Thank you very much, Noe-san. It was her usual smiling face, and my bland words managed to bring out her smile again? Well, that's not it. That can't be right. For some reason, that feeling lingered within me. Well, it's nice having Rin on standby outdoors, but there's nothing for her to do. I tell her to go inside then. Well, we'll think of something. Meow! Are you hungry? Rin was talking to a cat. There's nothing left. Someone's here. Sasami Sasagawa! She's not her again. What kind of insidious ploy are you scheming today in such a place? I'm not scheming anything. Then, are you going back to the dormitory? I am. Ah, wait up. She stopped her. Can you tell me Miyazawa-sama's favorite meal? You sure are popular. His favorite meal? Tell her it's instant yakisoba without draining the hot water. Instant yakisoba without draining the hot water. Ugh. She cringed a bit. Not draining off the hot water is ecological. She somehow bought into it. However, I wonder what sauce mixed with hot water would taste like. Have you ever tried it yourself? I haven't, and it's just something Masato made up, so he doesn't make it in the first place. Gah, you're making a fool out of me again. Are you daring me for a challenge with that? Very well, I shall shut that insolent mouth of yours again. You take care of her. Well, here we go again. I don't get it, no gun. I think she's a bit tougher now with all the baseballing. But we'll see. Locked. Ooh. Aww. 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 They're getting tougher. Good. No. Ow, ow. Good. No. No. Yes. Come on. Yes. Rin has slain the softball club girls again. You are holding up unexpectedly well. Well then, I shall take you on myself. And this is where she loses. Here we go. Yep. Oh my gosh. She just has too much HP. She has too much everything. Good. Oh, Good hit. Aww. Block it. Nope.
ありませんわね。
No.
ざっとこんな
That's about right. Wait, wasn't that different from the original mission? Yes, getting checked. So the night went on. May 20th.
さて
Well, today is Sunday. All the usual members were busily eating breakfast.
メンバー集め
We
は
can't search for new members, but
練習は
we can spend all day practicing baseball, but that might lead to sinking morale. Masato was lying with his face down on the table. Rin, in contrast, idly stared up at the ceiling. Kengo was just eating at his own pace.
みたいだね
Maybe you're right.
OK
Okay, I understand. Both Masato and Rin twitched in response to his words.
今日は自主
Today will be Independent Training Day. With that, they simply sank back to their original poses. Looks like it barely had any effect. Wasn't everything you've been doing so far independent training in the first place? Kengo rebutted calmly.
なるほど
I see.
しかし
But remember, there's only a week until the match. Do you think we can afford to fool around at a time like this? That's two, weren't you merely fooling around all this time?
そうだ
Well, yeah.
だが
But even if it's just fooling around, doing it in a half-ass way isn't any good. You have to be serious about it to enjoy it.
やると決めた
Once you decided to do something, you ought to be serious about it. It applies to both battle and baseball, am I wrong? I see. This time, Kengo acknowledged his point of view, meaning there was no one left to oppose him. After all, today was an independent training day. Nothing would get in the way of Kengo's immersing himself in kendo practice, so he had no reason to complain.
とりあえず
Anyway, I'm going out after breakfast. Come with me, Ricky? Sure. Never get to hang out with this guy. It had been a while since I'd last left the campus, so I was feeling very refreshed. It was as though I'd forgotten all about the outside world. This is great for a change of pace.
こいつは
I'm glad. You arrived at the shopping district. Ah, right. Need to withdraw some cash. Huh, didn't you say that 2 weeks ago as well?
旅をする
Traveling is expensive, you know? The so-called traveling, in fact, referred to as job hunting. He had told me that apart from these private corporations he aimed at, he visited many famous places after his interviews, so it was fitting to use the word travel.
そういうわけで
I'll have to travel again, but it'll only take a day, so I'll be back soon. I see. It must have meant that he was planning to go to some nearby city. It would be a somewhat lonely holiday because in addition to Kyosuke's travel, Masato and Kengo were busy with their recent training. Vicky, don't make that face. Eh? What face? You look depressed. This won't do. Well, he had a point. He withdrew some money from the ATM and returned it. This is very useful. With just one little thing, you can withdraw money wherever you are, he said, returning the card to his wallet. But I sometimes get this uneasy feeling. Should you, on the other hand, not have that little thing, an ATM would be little more than a silent box.
そうだ
I see what you mean. He kept strolling along the shopping district street without any particular goal.
ゲーセンでもいる
How about going to the arcade? I really think we shouldn't. Kyosuke, remember the time you played against the elementary school kid and blew some 2,000 yen on it?
絵はあの
That was only because the brat was too good. Really, well, he's really the type of guy to lose control when he gets all worked up. Thanks for your cooperation! You heard a voice coming from across the street. Huh? Not only that, it was the voice I definitely heard somewhere before.
ご協力お願いします
Thanks for your donation! Wait, that voice. Huh? Komari? I think so. Headed to in the direction where the voice had come from. Komari? Huh? Riki-kun and Kyosuke-san? Hi, Komari. Hi, Riki-kun! Are you doing volunteer work? Yep, I'm soliciting contributions. The way she said it made it sound like she was doing something shady instead. Seems like a tough job. Is it some school committee stuff or something? Both are wrong. It's not tough and has nothing to do with school committees. Smiling, she answered.
俺には
It's something I could never do. Something with no profit for me, and for the sake of people I don't even know. Kyosuke-san, you've got it wrong. When you make someone else happy, you become happy yourself. Besides, if you can help someone like this, it's a great thing. When you do a great thing, you feel great too. This is the best profit for me. That's why I'm doing this. Komari-san's spiral of happiness theory. I'm deeply touched. Whoa, he's the most simple-minded one himself.
ぜひ協力
You
させ
must
て
let
く
me
れ
help. He pulled out his wallet. Whoa, we only have a 5 yen coin and 10,000 yen banknote. 10,000 is obviously out of the question. Shouldn't something like the 100 should be okay for this? Yep, the amount doesn't matter. Donating is just a small way to show kindness. Even 5 yen, as long as it contains your kindness, is priceless. This is bad. I'm even more moved. Farewell, Benjamin. Produced the 10,000 yen note from his wallet and was going to plunge it into her donations box. Wait, that's money for your trip. I intervened at the last second. Fue, a trip? Kyosuke's job hunting trip. Without money, he'll get lost in the middle of the city again. Hua, Kyosuke-san, you shouldn't seek your own unhappiness. It's the thought that counts, so it's fine. He ended up buying a bottle of juice at the nearest convenience store to get some change and donating a 100 yen coin. I donated 100 yen too. Thanks, both of you. Hold on, Komari, I've got an idea. Fue? What? Let's call the others. He brought out a cell phone and started going through his contact list. Masato. Sir. Kengo. Here. Don't just call us out like this out of the blue. Don't keep calling me out every time I'm on a break. You know I can't refuse you. Kyosuke didn't seem disturbed, though they were shaking him back and forth. Actually, he was looking rather refreshed. Huh, what about Rin?
立て替え
She told me to pay for her.
というわけで
So here you have her part. He put a 100 yen coin in the box. So, donating? Yep, thanks for your cool cooperation. I'm not rich at all, so is 50 yen okay? Then I'll donate 55 yen. What? You bastard, I'll donate 56 yen then. 65 yen. You damn poor Gios. Don't just drive up the prices as you like. No, that's a laughably small increase, I think.
額なんて問題じゃない
The amount doesn't matter. Donating is all about showing one's kindness.
優しさ
So long as you include kindness, it's all very priceless. That's a rehash. And also when you're the one saying it, Kyosuke, it sounds really shady.
なぜだ
Why, those are the words that really touched me.
ちょっと待て
Hold on, Komari, just how did you set me up? I did? No, don't aim your suspicions in such an obviously wrong direction.
ならどうして
Why are
こ
you
いつ
too
ら
unmoved by it? No. I'm sorry. She was on the verge of tears. Come on, Kyosuke's just kidding. Fue, kidding. Well, that happens all the time.
俺はま
I'm serious. Fue. Whoa, he's stubborn like a child. Well, I think those were quite great words. Foo-ha-ha. See that? Totally so. Satisfied, he placed his hand on Kengo's shoulder. Seems he'd recovered his good mood hearing Kengo's words. Really are like a child. You all get along so well. She was looking at us with her usual smiling face. Yep, that's great. I'm so envious of you. Don't you have a lot of friends, Komari-san? I don't really know if I have a lot or not, but I moved around a lot in the past, so I don't have many friends. I've been together since childhood. I see.
だったら
And isn't it fine to just remain as you are now and continue making friends from now on? I see. Yep, you're right. A big smile spread across her face.
さてじゃあ名残は尽きないが
Oh.
そろそろ行くか
I got a text. Oh, a nonsense text. Well, this feeling will remain with us forever, so let's get going already. Yep, thanks everyone. Don't worry about it. We were just called out here. Huh, now that you mention it, this is suddenly remembered. The picture book she mentioned earlier on the roof. Komari-san, about that picture book. Fue? One we talked about before, a chicken and a chick. It sounded interesting. I'd like to read it. Yep, alright. I'll look for it then. Okay, thanks. Good luck, Komari-san. See you at school. Later, do your best. See you tomorrow. See you all. She waved goodbye.
小まりはいい
Komari's a good person, Ricky. Well, that goes without saying. She's a good girl, that Komari-san. Yep. It'd be good if she settled down a bit, though. Well, she's the kind you wouldn't get tired looking at. Continue to walk, talking in this way. It's been a while. What has? The 4 of us in town walking together. Now that you mention it, that's true. Right, let's go grab something to eat. Cutlet. I have to say it so forcibly.
いやもちろん
No,
チャーシュー
obviously pork ramen is fine too. Pork ramen? Obviously, we all know what pork ramen is. It sounds delicious. What's obvious is a mystery to me, but either is fine. You can go? I'll have whatever you're having. Hey, aren't you actually messing around instead of training now?
まあその分は
Well, I'll make up for it in the evening. Who? He. We silently reached a consensus. Alright, let's go check out every storefront menu. He began running amok like a kid. Of course, I followed right behind him. In the afternoon, it was time for independent training. However, no one else showed up on the field other than Kyosuke. Yeah, what a surprising lack of team spirit. Where's the unity we had earlier? What did we do? I train on my own. You go find someone to train with. I'm gonna look for a partner. Komari is doing volunteer work. I can't train with her. Rin, Haruka, Kuragaya, Masato, Kyosuke. How about Rin? I train with Rin. Yay! As I still had some time left before dinner after practice, I decided to work on my English homework. Do you use that for comparison? No, it's not as comparative sentence with than. You should use not as. It's a negation. I looked at his answer sheet. Longer than something more than something. That's how it originally looked. Stop writing exclamation when you leave a blank spaces. But doesn't Rogen Zen sound cool? Is undoubtedly a name for an ultimate technique. Dragon Fang Reaper. Oh, isn't it totally cool? I don't really understand why you use the Chinese reading for dragon only. And you're about the only one who would write an ultimate technique name in an English workbook. Supreme authority over only beheading. Phew, I can even study kanji at the same time. What a great way to study. Write it in the Roman alphabet. It's difficult as always doing homework with Masato, but I managed to finish it somehow. Well, you're quick today. I shot a quick glance at the clock. It was still an hour left before dinner. There's nothing else to do now. Is everyone else coming over? And Kengo seems to be busy with his self-training. I see. We're studying about various stuff like this when... Oh, I'm sorry. I heard someone's lively voice. That voice was no doubt, it was Komari-san. What is it? I'll take a look. I stepped out through the door. What you doing, Komari? I was going to my friend's room and got the wrong door. It's not like I was peeking or anything. You were peeking. She was standing in the corridor, apologizing with all her might toward an open door opposite of us. Komari-san. Hello, I'm sorry. Been taken by surprise, and she bowed her head as she turned around. It's only me. Fue. Oh, Riki-kun. She looked as though she could burst into tears at any moment. What are you doing? I was planning to go to your room, but I knocked, but there was no answer. I decided to open the door and look inside. I realized it was someone else's room, and once I opened the door, and I had no idea what to do. Ah! It wasn't the most informative explanation ever, but I got the gist of it. If there was no answer, maybe there was nobody inside it in the first place. Fue? I knocked on the door and peeked inside. Lights were off. Who was I apologizing to? What a careless person. So, what about my room? This here. She held up a plastic bag to me. There was something like a cardboard box inside. What's that? This is to express my thanks for today. Thanks? Yep, they're donuts. I chose them because they came highly recommended. I'm sure they're delicious. There wasn't anything you needed to thank us for. Nope, I was grateful to you, so it's natural to thank you. I'll have some too. There'll be lots of happiness for everyone. Besides, to be honest, I received it as a gift. Okay, I guess I should accept it then. What about Kyosuke-san and Kengo-kun? And there's some for Rin-chan too. I'll call everyone then. It was still before dinner though, but I bet everyone's a little hungry, so they won't turn it down. It didn't take long before everyone was assembled. Kengo had just finished his practice, so we came straight from there. Thanks for going out of your way for this. Everyone, help yourself! She opened the box. There were 2 of each of 3 kinds of donuts, totaling 6 in all. Ooh, wow, looks delicious. I don't care which I get. You can go ahead and choose. Really? I like them all, so go ahead. Then Ricky, you choose. Then? Basic, chocolate stripe, light strawberry. I'm a sucker for chocolate, so I'm gonna go chocolate. And I'll take the chocolate one. Chocolate is yummy, isn't it? Because the striped pattern looks very appealing. It's fun when they have different patterns. Hey, someone's here. Cool Pro, you don't remember today being May 20th on a Sunday? We time traveled, Cool J. It's actually May 20th right now. Look on the calendar or something? We traveled back in time. Ooh. How you doing today, though? It's good to see ya. We prepared some tea and began eating together. Delicious! Masato had already finished eating his in one bite. Western pastry isn't bad from time to time. Kenko didn't much like sweet things, so he chose a simple donut with no filling. Then chose the one that looked the sweetest of them all, a strawberry donut. No way, all gone. That's because you wolfed it down right away. Then I should have some too. Yep, go ahead please. Hee I'll dig in too. You put her hands into a box. Rin-chan, that's Split. So, Split. She was taken by surprise. If we do that, we can try to do different kinds. She nodded and gave half her donut to Komari-san. Here! Similarly, Komari-san handed half her donut to Rin. I see, that's a good idea. Reiki, let's split ours too. Sure. Kyosuke and I divided our donuts between ourselves. Kengo, let's trade. With what? A rotten black banana. You think I want that? After we finished our donuts, Komari-san returned to the girls' dormitory. But we have some time to kill before dinner. Yeah, that's right. Rin, was it good? It was delicious. Donuts are good. I love donuts. Especially during the fall time. Donuts are one of my big faves. I see. Are you satisfied? Very much satisfied. You seem to be in high spirits. Well, it's nice having Rin on standby outdoors, but there's nothing for her to do like always. Let's tell her to go inside then. She'll probably have to get to fight Sasasugawa-san again. Isn't she a good rival? It'll become a worthwhile experience for Rin, who can learn through this kind of competition. Sugar cookies, they're so good. Those are great too. I am a big fan of sweets. Can't say no to sweets, right? Meow! Are you hungry? I was talking to a cat. I have some Friskies in my pocket. There, look, I have some more here. Here's some for you too. You think you can break me with this? Sasami Sasasugawa! She met her again. Treating me like a farm animal. This is the first time I've been insulted like this. I shall shut that insolent mouth of yours. You, take care of her. Aw, you can't do chocolate. That's a shame, I love chocolate. Is it too sweet for you? Or not sweet enough? Or I'll come if you don't mind me asking. Ow, ow! Okay, good. Ow. No. Good. 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 Flavor, taste. I wonder if you would like dark chocolate more. Oh, they healed themselves. Ow. Rin's gonna lose now. Or maybe not. No. 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 Only dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate too. Oh, you don't like dark chocolate? I see. To think you can't even beat those novice underclassmen. This isn't even worth talking about. Wait, different? We should treat everything as a mission. Yeah. Hey, cool bro. It's the 21st now. A full day has gone by. Ain't that crazy? Good morning, gentlemen. He waited until we sat down and began to speak. The match will be held next Sunday. You should start practicing as though it's the actual battle, and give it our best. Make sure you don't hurt yourselves. Listen up, Kyosuke, Masato said. There's something we still lack for the match. What? I see, you don't get it? Very well, I'll tell you then. When did we fall asleep? We didn't. Time is just going that fast. Do you see the sun moving outside, like, extra fast? It's happening. That is the remaining members. Kengo excluded you, Ricky and me, and Rin. Wait, Kengo excluded you, Ricky, me, and Rin, and other girls on the team. Kamari, Kuragaya, Sagusa, and Rin. That's 8 people. Where's the last one?
なんだ2回
What's that? You included me twice? Is there some other me somewhere? I frantically looked around. I'm sure it's a psychological thing. You shouldn't actually search for one. I simply made a mistake while counting. I'm so damn sorry. So that means we have 7 players. Where are the last 2?
無論
Of course someone's going to take care of them. Who is? Something hit me lightly on the knee. Kyosuke's leg. He continued kicking my kneecap. He wasn't just picking on me. But now, as expected of Ricky, he's a man who does what he needs to be done. Everyone follow his example. Whoa. Ricky always brings along useless people.
じゃあ
You find someone then. No, looking for them requires too much strength. Even I can't keep it up anymore.
どうせアホな探
Or
し
you're just doing it in some stupid way. It certainly looked pretty tiresome yesterday. Ricky, I'm counting on you this time to find someone useful. Well, I'll do what I can. This morning homeroom was over. Immediately started preparing for the first period, Modern Japanese. It means you never fall asleep. You never fell asleep. That's right. But then again, we all kind of need sleep though, right? Huh? Textbook wasn't in my desk. Rummaged around in my bag too. No luck. Oh, come to think of it, I taken them all out yesterday when I was doing my English homework. Must have forgotten to put them back afterward. I better borrow one from somebody. But who? Wasn't really close with anyone from the other classes. I let out a sigh. Just pray I won't get called on in class. Just as I was thinking that. Riki-kun, is something wrong? Nope, nothing in particular. You've been emitting a troubled aura. No, I really don't think I was. I just forgot my textbooks back at the dorm. I didn't act quite that surprised. Then I'll lend you mine. Wait just a sec. No, we're in the same class. You'll need it yourself. Without paying any attention to my words, she walked over to her seat, finally returned with a textbook in her hands. Here, have this. Now listen to me. The teacher's here. She put the textbook and notes on my desk and returned to her own. So what should I do with this? She even brought me her notes. As long as she isn't called on to read something in class, she should be okay. She's gonna get called on. Okay, start reading from there. Kamakita. She self-destructed magnificently. I forgot my textbook. What? Okay then. She looked at me. Here's the textbook and pointed to it, implying that I wanted to return it. She smiled and faced forward again. Komori-chan, use this. The man whose seat was next to hers held the textbook to her as if throwing a shuriken. This is a shuriken. It's a ninja. What was that noise? Good question. If you think about it, Cool Pro J, what is any noise? Hit Komori-san on the butt and landed perfectly on the chair. Rin-chan, thanks! She thanked her and picked it up. Seems like everything's settled now. Then Naoi, you're next. Yes. Well, at least it did help me. I glanced over at Komori-san, whose pen was racing across her notebook. Looks like she's making notes as usual. What's this then? She had handed me a notebook together with the textbook earlier. There wasn't anything written on the cover, but as far as I could tell, it seemed like it had seen quite a bit of use. What notes could these be? Well, if it turned out to be something I shouldn't be looking at, I'll stop right away. I opened it. It's a picture book? Inside were illustrations of various animals drawn in color pencil with handwritten text. Seemed to be intended for kids with all the cute pictures. Is this something Komori-san made? Hey, she's good. Thought to myself while turning the pages. I'll just skim through it. It appears to be a story about a penguin who lived with other animals in a place called Animal City. No matter what he was doing, he couldn't do anything right, and even the children made fun of him. I'm a good-for-nothing penguin. And so the heartbroken penguin talked to a star. Wasn't anyone who had ever gone to the Star Country before, but if he were to do that, everyone would acknowledge how great he was. He gathered up all his courage and traveled all the way to the Star Country. That's where the story seemed to end. Ultima City? What would Ultima City be like? It'd be awesome. How do I put it? The image of the penguin character merged with Komori-san's in my mind, giving me a funny feeling. How to put it, the story was so very much like Kamari-san. I began reading some of the other stories. It seemed to be turning into an Animal City series, similar stories featuring different aminals. Looked like all the characters appearing in the books were animals, but I came across one story that had characters other than animals. This one seems to be giving off a different vibe. Looked to be a story about a forest where 8 dwarves lived, and to which one day a girl and a boy made a journey. The story revolved around how they solved different problems the dwarves were facing. Huh? Wasn't finished yet. And actually, giving me this by mistake is sure something only Kamari-san would do. Could almost imagine what kind of expression she would make when she discovered what had happened. But if I returned to it during class, the one feeling embarrassed would be me. Cool, make sure you don't read picture books during class, alright? It's not cool. Just as the lesson came to an end, the usual liveliness returned to the classroom. Kamari-san, here! Walked over to her seat and returned her textbook and notes. Isn't it great how I was only okay, even though I got called on? Well, you weren't really okay, though. That's not true. I was perfectly fine. Rin-chan let me see your textbook. I wonder how she ever considered that she might be sacrificing too much to help other people. I handed the textbook and notes back to her. This notebook. This is something you gave me along with everything else. I knew she'd react like this. This isn't finished yet. Well, it's not something to get embarrassed about. Yep, I'm not embarrassed. Uh-huh. I thought you'd be embarrassed if somebody saw this. Riki-kun, you're wrong. I'm drawing this because I want others to see it. Is that so? Yep, it is. You're a shy person, Riki-kun. That's probably why you thought so. She's drawing this because she wants others to see it. If I think about it like that, she's probably right. Not many have seen it yet, though. She said bashfully. Well, I liked it a lot. It was, well, charming, or should I rather say heartwarming. I think it's really like you. You think so? Such a waste, though. It's not finished yet. But, well, aren't the earlier stories complete? Nope, that's just the beginning. I have no idea when I can finish them. Let me read them once you're done. Yep, it's a promise. Mr. Balloonfish is getting prepared. Nope, I've got no idea what you're talking about. Rin-chan, did you want something? I turned around and Rin nodded at me without saying a word. What's this about? I racked my memory and then I remembered. Heal 2A1 from lovesickness. Recalled the contents of that scrap of paper. Rin was now entrusted with the role of matchmaker. We made a promise that she wouldn't do anything when I wasn't around. That's why she was standing here now. I have something to do. So see you later, Kamari-san. Yep, I didn't really get it, but good luck! She saw us off and we quickly left the classroom. So how do we begin? I will ask Sazami about stuff, her hobbies, and her type of guy, because we know each other. Then you'll relay it to Aikawa-kun from 2A, right? My foot slipped and I did the splits, barely keeping myself from falling. The corridor's polished with wax. The floor's really slippery, so watch out. Right. We paid no heed to my words, hastily walking ahead. It's her. She suddenly came to a halt. We had ourselves observing the situation. We saw her from behind, walking along the corridor with 4 other girls. Even from behind, it was easy to tell it was her, thanks to that hairstyle of hers. Surrounded by her minions like always, all high and mighty. It's not as if she's liked by them, but more like they simply obeyed her. She fell. One of her followers slipped and toppled onto her back. Now how will Sasagawa-san react? She laughed out loud. What over-the-top stereotypical laughter. If you keep acting like that, you can only dream of becoming a regular. She said that and simply continued walking. Sheesh, what a character. Rin dashed out. She held out her hand to the girl who was lying on the floor and helped her up. Thanks a lot. Be careful. Rin's expression was stern as she said this. Ahead of them, one of Sasagawa-san's followers tapped her on the shoulder to inform her of the incident. Sasagawa-san turned around until Rin came into her line of sight. Rin Natsumi? It was the reverse of their normal encounter. You're trying to win favor with my underclassmen? Natsumi-senpai, our softball club's in trouble. You need to put an end to this at once and for all. That's all I could ask for. That's not what you get. That's not what you should be asking for. You're right. Sorry, but it's not a battle this time. Whether it's a battle or not isn't the issue here. This is a vendetta with the future of our softball club at stake. No, I wasn't trying to win anyone's favor. Sasagawa-san turned to face the student who had fallen earlier. You, report. She might be impudent, but Sasami-senpai, Natsumi-senpai's a very kind person. You perfectly won her favor. See what you have done? She was trembling with rage. However, my Takaku Koto's determination to escort Sasami-senpai is unwavering. You heard her. Good for you. Her shoulders trembled even more than before. By the way, what are your hobbies? Are you doing anything this Saturday? His inability to grasp the situation was beyond measure. What are you planning to do if I tell you? Are you going to use this info to make fun of me again? I wasn't going to make fun of you, I just want to know more about you. Want to become closer. The girl called Zazami Zazasagawa. Well, you got her name wrong at the decisive moment. You were making fun of me after all. And what's your type of guy? Tell me what he should look like, about his personality and everything else. Gah. This Saturday I have a softball practice. My ideal man is Miyazawa-sama of the Kendo Club. I gather you must be satisfied now. You there, take care of her. Turned it into a battle at the end after all. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again, guys. Oh my gosh. Good. Not good. Good. Excellent. Ooh, oh my gosh, not good. It was going so well. Oh well. If you can't even beat those novice underclassmen, this is even worth talking about. No, we weren't on a mission. Afterward, we headed to class 2A and called Aikawa-kun. It's you guys. How'd it go? Any progress? You're out of breath? What were you doing? Fighting. Eh? It may sound like she's joking, but it's actually the truth. But let's set that aside. I talked to her. She doesn't seem to have any hobbies. And it looks like her ideal man is our Kengo. Aikawa-kun froze and his eyes seemed to stare into the distance. What? It's like you're deeply shocked. Or perhaps you're not feeling well? Without a doubt, it's the former. What? You're shocked by something like this? You're blowing it out of proportion. It's because her ideal guy is so specific. If it were a celebrity, it'd be one thing, but it even goes to the same school. How to say it? It must be like feeling of crushing defeat from meeting an unbeatable opponent. Is that so? Cheer up, have some tuna. Brought out a can of tuna and opened the lid. Is that for you? Cats were attracted by the smell and began gathering around, and in the end, they were the ones who ate the tuna. But I don't think Kengo feels the same way about her. You don't have to feel so down. How do you know that? He finally saw a ray of hope, and life returned to his eyes. Been friends for a long time, so I just know. First of all, we've got to defeat Kengo. Oh, it's another nutty plan. His only appeal is strength. I can't think of anything else. If you take this strong Kengo down before that Zazen girl's eyes, she will no doubt fall for you. It's another remark I could comment so much on. So first of all, is that Zazen girl Sasami Sasagawa? It's great that you understand. But I'm not doing any sports. There's no way I can win. True, so what now? Let's see. I might be underhanded, but we'll pull off surprise attack. Still doesn't seem like I'd win. Then a triple surprise attack. Huh? First of all, I'll pretend to be in a hurry and fall down, targeting your legs. If I do, you'll no doubt jump aside to avoid me, right? We nodded. Next, Ruki will come from behind yelling, 1A set lunch, sorry for the wait, and fling a tray at the back of Kengo's head. It was getting long, so I saved my constructive feedback for later. When you do, Kengo will have to lean over while still in midair and curl into a ball, right? We nodded. And when he's in that posture, he won't be able to avoid an attack anymore. Then he'll shout, Kengo Miyazawa, I shall defeat you, and kick him in the stomach. Even if you make me shout that while kicking, it won't do much. You have to put all your strength into the kick, start running from 200 meters away. It's one long corridor. Can I just slam into him with my body? Yep, you can. He'll have no way to avoid your attack, so as long as you put some strength into it, he'll be blown away. And being blown away isn't your everyday scene. It'll certainly make quite an impact. And thus you'll become legendary as the guy who brought Kengo down in a single attack. We'll set the plan in motion next break. Or we could put in a word, random went ahead and decided everything. I'll call out Sazengakyu. Are we really going to do this? We are. Rin's eyes were positively glowing. Stand by, okay. I conveyed through my cell phone. Kengo coming in. Okay. Sasami coming in too. Mission start. We're siblings, alright? This is gonna be stupid. We dashed off in Kengo's direction. Die! He explains something a person slipping and falling definitely shouldn't be saying. I expected Kengo kicked off the floor and jumped. It was my turn. It's embarrassing to say this. One A-set lunch, sorry for the wait. Aiming at the back of his head, I flung the tray as though it were a frisbee. Somehow he managed to detect it. Without even turning his head, he seized it with just one hand. Kengo Miyazawa, I shall defeat you! Right behind came Aikawa-kun rushing toward Kengo head-on. His face was distorted with impatience, but his momentum was unstoppable. Going to crash into Kengo like this. Kengo, still in mid-air, caught hold of Aikawa's-kun's sleeve with his free hand. Just as he landed, performed a flying mare on Aikawa-kun. Blam! He slammed into him to the floor with all his might. Everything went still. Aikawa-kun wasn't so much as twitching a muscle. Miyazawa-san, was that a scoundrel? Sasagawa-san, who had finally been watching the scene unfold in blank amazement, finally managed to get some words out as she hurried toward Kengo. Oh no, it's Sasami! Rin got to her feet and hurried away, dragging the unconscious Aizawa-kun behind her. Ricky. Kengo looked toward me. Is he mad? I didn't order anything. This isn't the cafeteria, and there isn't even anything on the tray. He made a critical comment. Another game. That Kyosuke again. What a troublesome guy. Well, no. He tossed the tray back at me. I just should stop it with my chest. Yeah, what a shocker. Well, there's no chance it could have worked. Asakawa-kun. He's resting in the infirmary for now. There's surely psychological damage as well. Thank goodness he was alright though. Break time! Once the school chime rang, I began chatting with Masato. It's getting thirsty. Does Masato absorb even body moisture from people around him? The juice, Masato, wonder. Guess juice. I'm gonna buy. What's this? Does he absorb every moisture from the people around him? Is always sackling us? Theory. What is it on ask? No. Although you're right, almost right on the money. I was on my way to the vending machine when that's what a familiar person in what was formerly called the Second Fine Arts Classroom. It was Kurugaya-san. What's she doing there? The Second Fine Arts Classroom had previously served as a club room for the Fine Arts Club, but by now it had turned into something like a storehouse. It's very hard to imagine that anyone would have business in such a place. And did she skip math class again? I don't want to get caught by her. I should go buy my drink already and get back to class. Hurry to the vending machine. Hey, young man. What a coincidence. Gah. Ended up getting caught. Hey, what's going on? Kurugaya-san, weren't you just in the school building? Well, I was. What about it? How did you get here ahead of me? Well, let's say it was an illusion. No, that hardly explains a thing. Ricky-kun, your question lacks refinement. It's better not to learn the secret behind the magic. So that was a magic trick or something? Yes, something like that. You're right on time. Let's have a tea party again today. Well, you know. What's wrong? It's my treat today. Don't need to hold back. Well, I got another reason for holding back. I don't really mind if rumors began spreading about us. Fumu, a scandalous couple. I get excited just thinking about it. I realize that it'd be useless trying to say anything. Then I'll be going is what you wanted to say, but it's no use running. Just saw right through me. My, isn't it perfect weather for drinking tea? To seclude oneself in a concrete box solving mathematical equations on such a day would be criminal, seriously. Says the criminally violating school regulations while gazing at the blue sky through the gaps between tree branches and leaves. Now then, let's go enjoy some tea, she said, setting up an easel. Furugaya-san, I don't see how your actions relate to what you're saying. Ah, this? It's just something to keep my hands busy. Pay it no mind. There was an old-looking canvas, slightly yellow in the corners, resting on the easel. Charcoal is great for a rough sketch. I prepared some bread as well. Well, if you're going to be drawing something, I'm heading back to class. You're the model. Eh? What? Make yourself comfortable. However, if you run away, you'll die. Ah! Was caught by an outrageous person. I see. Are you worried about the math test, Riki-kun? She asked while running a charcoal pencil across the canvas. Noticed that there was a drawing paper set on the canvas. Might have been out of habit that she wasn't using a drawing board. Well, you could say that. I see. Well, as thanks for accompanying me, I'll give you a private lesson. Ah! She left her seat for a bit and returned holding a math textbook and some notes. Go ahead. If there's anything at all you don't understand, just ask. She continued moving her hand across the canvas as she said this. Now that you mention it, there was something I didn't get in her last homework. Ooh, what part? No need to show me. I'll understand if you just tell me. Sure. For real? To begin with, I selected an example with the answer provided. Well, just being able to answer that off the top of her head would be amazing enough. Page 32 from the 2.08 part. 2a equals OP, therefore, if we assign the value to, isn't that just an example exercise? Anyway, math. Sorry about that. I just meant to test her, but I would never have expected such a perfect answer. Well, that's how it is. Ask anything you don't understand. Even if you'd gone to class, you'd just be solving example exercises anyway. It's hard to make someone understand something they don't, but well, I can at least try to explain it. What on earth is she? Now then, as punishment for testing me, there's something I wanted to ask you. She even realized I was testing her? This question has been troubling me for a while. Why do you always hang out with young man Masato, young man Kengo, and the Natsumi siblings? Ha! I couldn't understand why she would ask me this. It's simply because we're friends. I don't get it. Well, let's set you aside for a moment. But why those two idiots are together have been bugging me forever. Why are they together even though they always fight? Well, I don't think they're always fighting. They are hurting each other, but aren't really fighting. I really don't get it. Are their brains festering away? What a ridiculous conclusion. Now I think what you just said is even stranger. I don't think having a fight is anything unusual for those two. It's just what they always do. Ooh. Also, it might look like they're fighting, but it's not as if they hate each other. I see. Fumu. She ceased moving the charcoal. The answer is center 3, radius 1. Yeah. It's correct, right? She gave a tiny smile. That's why. Even if you assume they're on bad terms with each other, even if your average daytime soap opera about love-hate relationships is more intense than any of their fights. I'm really fascinated by this discussion. Resume drawing on the canvas. Besides, when you're watching from a distance, it might appear like they're constantly fighting, but there are actually many times when they do get along. The hearts of young men are really hard to understand. Alright, that seems about right. Return the charcoal to the box. You're quick. I told you it's a rough sketch. Doesn't normally take all that long. I'm the model, so let me see how it turned out. Yep, I got a good feeling about this portrait. She took the canvas off the easel and turned it toward me. It was an old man with glasses and a mustache. Gah, that's not me at all. Who's that? Nitobe. Famous Japanese educator. Alright. Why did you use me as a model to draw Nitobe? No, it's because you bear a striking resemblance to him in every aspect. No way, I don't think there's anyone who'd say we look similar. 2 eyes, 1 nose, 1 mouth. The same goes for every other human being. Quit your blabbering, you block-headed idiot. She's scary. I'm pretty sure that Nitobe hadn't expected that Ichio would have taken over his position. Sure, need to be match 5,000 at the right corner of the canvas. Take a look at this part. Try to portray his melancholy and indignation. I didn't get it, but she drew disgustingly well. Look, holding the part with the eyes makes his face look erotic. She laughed merrily. Itabi must be feeling some melancholy and indignation right now. Well, for me, the most people are just entities capable of moving and speaking. That's all. She folded up her easel. The downside of charcoal is that it stains her hands black. I see, people in charcoal are the same way. She mumbled while staring at her head hand. What do you mean? They're unreasonable, but certainly give us something in return. It's about time. Riki-kun, we should get back. She tucked the easel under her arm and left. I don't think I can understand her thinking. I took a look at my hands. Oh no, I forgot to give her the textbook back. Guess I'll return it to her in the classroom. Anyway, seems like she really doesn't care about math class at all. Don't blame her. I hate math. Well then, now where should I try my luck? Nobody called out to me, but Kyosuke had high expectations of me. What was Kyosuke up to? No doubt he's doing his best somewhere I don't know about, or so I'd like to think. Feeling tired, I sat down on the bench in the courtyard, lazily gazing up at the sky. Probably because I couldn't sleep very well last night. My head felt a bit heavy. What I felt with the sunlight is that the sluggishness would gradually fade away. What's wrong? Opened my eyes. In front of me stood Rin holding a cat. Just basking in the sun. Going for a stroll with the cat? I was just showing him around a little. Around school? Yep, because he often gets lost. Meow, the cat purred as if answering her. It was a calm gray cat. A cat with no sense of direction is rare. Rin sat next to me. Rin? I'll bask in the sun with you. Okay. Rin was tapping on the cat's paw. Funi, funi, funi. Hey, don't pull with your claws. With cats only, Rin was acting much like an older sister, showering them with care. She really showed that side of hers to us, and every time I had a chance to catch a glimpse of it, I would begin to blush. That's how adorable she was. At that moment, bada bada, the noisy sound of footsteps. Haruka-san was panting heavily, stood in front of the bench. She was sweating profusely, resting with her hands on her knees. She seemed exhausted. Haruka-san, what's the matter? Probably didn't even need to ask. Why are you running away today? Disciplinary committee. Oh, again? You were late again? I was climbing over the school gate as they found me. Did you escape? I'm supposed to catch you if that's the case. It was a clear breach of school regulations. Haha, just had some minor stuff going on. The sound of a whistle. There you are, Haruka Saigusa. Stay right there. Oh no, did they find me already? How come? The time the pursuers are tough. Done. And yeah! Some great object lunged forward like a gust of wind. Roll, roll, roll. Haruka-san fell over. The right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Surrounded by disciplinary committee members while still being restrained by the great object. Why a Miranda warning? Rin, who was normally indifferent to such an uproar, was looking intently in their direction. You'll be hauled in now. Well, let me off the hook. Riki-kun and Rin-chan, see you later. Just keep walking, Haruka Saigusa. He was dragged away by the disciplinary committee members. Noise-san! Oops, hello! Kud, who almost ran past us, stopped at the bench with which we were standing next to. Hi, Kud. Hello, Riki, Rin-san! Shut up her right hand in greeting like always. Everything was as usual so far. Good morning, Strelka. Or good work, Strelka. Woof! All of a sudden, a dog's barking resounded. Whoa, that scared me. Beneath Kud's legs was a huge gray dog. Since when was she here? And Rin, you know the dog? Yep, we met some time ago. And I remembered. This is the dog Kud mentioned before. Right, we finally met. I had heard she was on day duty today, so... She bent over, patting Strelka on the head. Woof! Strelka let out a loud bark. I was told her name, too. She helped me when this guy got lost. Rin said, stroking the cat. Woof! Strelka wagged her tail. That's why we're friends. Strelka's smarter than me. She proclaimed in a delighted tone. Just, what was that? What am I supposed to think if she says that? One of Strelka's special skills is checking. That's why Haruka-san was captured so quickly. Were you two sunbathing? Yep, we were. How did you know? That's just how the atmosphere felt to me. I see. No thanks to Haruka ruining the mood. Grrr, Strelka lowered her ears a bit. It's not your fault, Strelka. You wagged her tail once. It's like you can understand each other. Translation, mon petit. Though I highly doubt you can learn to understand what dogs say using cat food. It seems Strelka has taken a liking to Rin-san. It sure does. Woof, Strelka barked once. It somehow feels like she's saying Rin, doesn't it? You think so? Kinda feels that way now that you mention it. Strelka! Woof! Rin smiled happily when she heard Strelka answer her. Something wrong, Kun? I just remembered, Rin-san's never called me by name. Well, that hesitated a bit. Could it be something I wasn't supposed to bring up? Looked at Rin worriedly. You want me to call you by name? She murmured in a small voice after a while. Yes, I'd love you to. Of course, you're free to call me whatever you wish. I wouldn't even mind if you called my, say, Miss Strelka. But if you can't bring yourself to, we can just keep things like before. Maybe if I act like Strelka, it'd be easier for you to call me. She sat down and lowered her face on the ground level. A troubled expression crossed Rin's face, but Kun was acting with the utmost sincerity, and it was difficult even for me to remain unmoved. Woof! Strelka barked. Rin knitted her brows. All right. She opened her mouth as if given a supportive push by Strelka. Ku? Kool-Aid cycle. My Kool-Aid cycle? But as she made it this far, I kept my mouth shut. Ku. She knitted her brows again, preparing to say the next sound. Kuka. That's a cute sleep breath. No, she's not sleeping. Her eyes are wide open. Ricky. Yeah, what is it? Just calling you. Okay. Let's talk about something, she said, smiling from ear to ear. Strelka's a girl. I see. By the way, I'm a girl too. Well, I know that. You do? I'm glad then. For some reason, she smiled happily. And to tell the truth, I'm Strelka's older sister. Meaning I've been taking care of Strelka. She was so tiny before, but soon she soon grew up and was running happily around. Sounds like you had it rough there. Yes, she was very mischievous, something like a wild horse, I guess. No, just a dog, Strelka, that is. She was like an arrow let loose. That's why my little sister's name Strelka means small arrow. She showed us Strelka's collar. English, probably not. Those were letters I'd never seen before in my life. Woof! Strelka barked. She seemed proud. So does Kudravaka mean something too? Yes, it does. It's like a nickname that became my name. Is that why she wanted to be called as informally as possible? Rin-san? Kud quietly called Rin's name. Woof! Strelka barked. She pressed her lips together in a straight line as if mustering enough courage. Lips parted slightly. Kud, letting out a short sound. Yes! Woof. Kud and Strelka answered in unison. Hey Strelka, you shouldn't be barking at her, right? Grrr, she wagged her tail. You understand? That's right, Strelka's still on duty. Woof, waggle waggle. Then let's go! She stood up, brushing the dust off her mantle and skirt. I'm helping Strelka today. Oh, I see. That's why you. Oh, you. Started running along with Strelka. Wait, isn't this the wrong time to be calling her Rin-san? Rin was occupied with one of her cats, showed no reaction to my muttering. Rin, I'm leaving soon. Got something to do? You should at least remember what happened this morning. Walked around school looking for members. Should take a little break. Went to the courtyard vending machine and there I found Kud. Is she done helping them out? She was standing in front of the vending machine, fiddling with her mantle, seemingly deep in thought about something. From time to time, she extended her hand to the button panel, withdrew it, and resumed fiddling with her mantle shortly after again. I've been searching for members all this time, and here I have someone I know. Alright, it's decided. Kud. I called out to her. On closer inspection, she appeared to be holding something like a bundle of cards in her hands. Yes, Noi-san! Where's Rin-san? Playing with cats, I think. I was close. Me too. Thank you. Say Kud, Yes, what's up? Those crib notes, you made them yourself? She shook her head. Komori-san made them for me. They're like flashcards. But there's no point in if I just talk using them, right? Right? A one-person Doppler effect again. Oh well, it's okay, isn't it? Tried to cheer her up since she was looking down. It's not strange to be using an electric dictionary during overseas trips, but talking while looking at flashcards didn't seem very practical. So, are you here for something? Are you here for something? She put her flashcards and asked. Looked her over from head to toe. She didn't appear to have any muscle. Her school uniform was loose, the sleeves concealing up to the backs of her hands. Her legs wrapped in white knee-high socks were skinny. No-san? Sorry. I regained my senses, realizing that Cood was blushing deeply under my scrutiny. What's wrong? Say, Cood, do you play any sports? Sports? Yes, together with my grandfather. Really? What kind? Let's see. Began counting on her fingers. Tennis, sepactacra, badminton, squash, frisbee, skateball, curling, indica, pentag, something. Hang on. And also squash. Did I say squash already? Well, somehow there were a lot of other things mixed in with those I was familiar with. So you like being active? I do, but I'm so bad at everything. Right, that must be it. Being crazy about things you're bad at. I felt it wasn't quite right, but I could understand what she was getting at for the most part. And how about baseball? Baseball? Yes, baseball. In other words, Besuboru. Yeah. She clapped her hands. Have you played it before? I haven't. Well, I'm just wondering why you said that with such enthusiasm. I'm sorry, baseball games aren't often broadcast overseas. She was trying to say that's why she didn't know it. Is that how it is? Are you in the baseball club, Naoi-san? No, nothing like that, but I'm playing baseball right now. I was looking for members. I was wondering if you'd like to play. I see. We clapped her hands together again. Let's give it a try if you don't mind. That'd be great. I sent a text message right away saying that I found a new member. Alright. We got 3 members today. So we lined up at the baseball field. Ricky, remember what I said? And what was that? Don't remember either. How stupid. Well, now I get what you're trying to say, Masato, but various things happened, and I kind of went with the flow. Let's have her take the test like always, alright, Kyosuke? Yes, looks gonna be deceiving. Nobody knows what kind of a nature might be hidden beneath the surface. And so, for the test. Cood, you absolutely don't know anything about baseball. She shook her head. I see. Start explaining the equipment. Do you understand how the glove works? Yes! Alright, put it on then. Understood! She sat down on the ground. Cood? Uh-oh. There. There! All set! I put my hand on my forehead, standing in front of Cood, who with great effort managed to fit her foot into the glove. Am I doing it wrong? There's so much wrong, I don't even know where to begin. Well, what should I do now? You see that white thing over there? Yes, I do. That's the first base. Try running over there first, just as you are now. Got it! Patter, 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 thump. Ah, she fell after all. She got up. Patter, 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 and she's back. I'm back! Welcome back. How did it go? It's hard to run. It's so hard to run. Tears welled up in your eyes. By the way, yes? You wear the glove on your hand while I'm at it. You put it on the opposite hand opposite of the one you throw with. Good! You can't put it on your foot? You can't? And actually, why in the world did you go through the trouble to put gloves for lefties and righties on their respective feet? How'd it be difficult to run with only one? That isn't what the problem is. I'm afraid to imagine what was waiting for me ahead. Anyhow, I should just put the glove in my hand and catch the ball, right? Pretty much. Kyosuke, could you hit a few practice balls? Alright then. Naomi, go over there. Roger! She sprinted off in the direction Kyosuke had pointed out. Wouldn't it be better if she went a little further, Kyosuke? You're right, she can't go back a little farther. She can go back a little into the left. Could move back a little into the left. Roger! She started moving ahead again. Wait, why is she coming back to where I am? Naoi-san! Naoi-san! She spoke to me with a rushed breath. What is it, Cood? Roger just now. Didn't I sound like a native speaker? Well, maybe. Wahoo! She trotted back to her position once I answered her. She's like a dog, that little coo. Well, let's get started. Crack. The impressive sound of the bat taking flight rebounded about. Whoa. What's that? That's all Masato and I could say. Kosuke was sending the white balls flying away in an arc. Sometimes he would hit line drives. Pew! Crack. Ha! Crack. Wishoo! Wahoo! Was moving her tiny body around with ease, stretching, crouching, and jumping. Whap! She jumped up and caught the ball while landing. Totally unexpected. Or actually, this feels strangely right for some reason. Is that all? Returned carrying a heavy-looking bucket of balls. Yep, that's it. Ah! Strong Masato. I thought she just resembled something, but she actually is that. What are you babbling about? I mean, you know, the go fetch kind. Ah! See? Ah! I see it now. Handed the balls to Kyosuke with a smile. A dog. A dog indeed. Wanted to dig up a hidden gem. Kyosuke was satisfied. It seems you've passed. I'm glad! So I hope we all get along. She bowed her head politely in front of everyone. Rin. I called to Rin, who was standing a bit afar, and she quietly murmured a reply as well. Could join the practice. And the battle ranking system. After school. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it here today. It's been 3 hours, and I read for all those hours. We will continue more tomorrow, and we'll see where this goes. But thanks for coming, everyone, and by everyone I mean just Cool Pro J. He was the only one that came here today. But if anyone's watching on YouTube, thanks for watching as well. I'll see you all later. Be good, and take care. Bye-bye!